Hello, and to whom this may concern. Why is it not backlighting like it used to? Oh, it is. All right. Sorry. Just looked a bit off. Had to double check. I don't know if we are quite up to Oodie weather again. Oh, hi, Jeannie. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's been a couple, I think at least 2 or 3 streams since I actually did the Oodie. Because it's just been a bit toasty. But I'm gonna take a shot at it. If I got to hot, tough shit, I've already committed, so I'm just gonna have to sweat if something goes horribly wrong. You know what? In honor of Oodie, I'm gonna start the stream with a Biscoff. We went to bed early. Were you sick or something? Hmm. Ah. You know what? Almost forgot about the coffee. I combined a bit of caramel powder and vanilla powder in this, so I'm curious to see how this goes. It's weird. Not without its charm, actually. I can deal with that. You know what? That's actually going to toast me up much faster. Drinking coffee with this on. You slept 2 hours Friday night, and 6 had a massive headache. Was that from the Grand Blue stuff you were doing that you screenshotted? Is that where your Friday sleep went? Or were you partying hard with the popular kids? Oh, God. I drank, that was too hot to drink that quickly. I felt that burning the inside of my chest. That was weird. Yes, Capcom highlights. Good plan. We may as well just jump into that off the bat then. Grand Blue was Thursday? So you were partying with the popular kids. I was right. Eh. Have you seen the movie, what's that movie that came out recently? Fuck. Movie, it has lesbians in it. Hang on. Recent lesbian movie. Let's see what Google says. No. Why does New Mutants come up as a hit on Google? Is you know the X-Men movie, New Mutants, the one that kind of flopped? 1, 2, 3. That's like the 7th hit from typing in recent lesbian movie. Right ahead of Bottoms, which is a very recent, very lesbian movie. Fuck. I'm trying to spot it. I'm not putting it on the main screen because, what I typed in might come up with something TOS. You never know. I'm going to type in muscle. Oh, that actually did it. That actually solved the search. Love Lies Bleeding. What's this? Honkai Star Rail version 2.1 Into the Yawning Chasm special program. What the fuck? What is this? An hour and a half live stream of just Honkai? Oh, there's other stuff in here. $18.59 is waifu. Oh. Okay. The time code. I'll bring it up in a sec. Alright. before I do that, it's alright, I got it. I'll bring it up in a second. The reason I was bringing up this movie, Love Lies Bleeding, the one with Kristen Stewart as a lesbian that goes on a run with a muscle mommy weightlifter lesbian friend, which seemed like the kind of movie that'd be up your alley. The reason I'm bringing it up is somebody on Twitter posted a picture from one of the Wonder Woman comics of Wonder Woman flexing, with next to a screenshot of the female muscular love interest from Love Lies Bleeding, and they were like, DC, hear me out. Oh, James Gunn, hear me out. And I was looking at that and I was like, her look in the movie, particularly like her hair and stuff, doesn't immediately say Wonder Woman. But I have been saying for a long time that if we're going to get another new Wonder Woman, the main thing I want to see is musculature. I don't want to see XXX porn parody sexy Wonder Woman like Gal Gadot, who, you know, put on a little bit of muscle for Gal Gadot, but still looks like the adult film version of Justice League. I don't mind Wonder Woman being sexy. It's just, that's secondary to her selling like a fucking Amazonian that's taller than any man, jacked to the nines, and can probably pick you up and throw you into the sun. Okay, maybe not that much. That's Superman, but you know what I'm saying. I'd bring up the tweet, but I didn't like it or favorite it, or I just went right past it and thought, that's interesting. Now I can't find it again. Let me bring up the pic. Katie O'Brien. Yeah, I mean, when I say muscle mommy, she's not like fucking jacked to the point of being like Arnie or something like that. But she's a pretty fit chick. This is like what I think should... Oh, I'm like not in the right spot. There. This is what I think should be borderline, like base level minimum Wonder Woman. Like, if she's not at least this, if not more, then I think you're fucking up at this point. We got plenty of skinny, sexy Wonder Women. I want noticeable muscle. And this is like entry-level noticeable muscle. Is her name Katie O'Brien? Is that what you... She's like a regular chick that spent a lot of effort getting jacked for this role. Not someone who like has been a female Olympian for like years of her life, which would be even better. Her character is in early stages of bodybuilding. Yeah, so then it makes sense for the script. But like, I liked where they were going with this idea. Like, if you start with her as like an entry level, okay, this is the very basement ground level I will expect from Wonder Woman from now on. And if you can do even better than this, then awesome. Then great. She's a martial artist. Dope. I wonder if they cast her for her physicality more so than acting abilities then, if she comes from a different background. Because Kristen Stewart can do the heavy lifting acting-wise. But from what I've seen of her in the trailers, she's actually good. Like, it looked like good acting to me. I could almost see it. Like, it's the hair that throws me off the most, I think. Because with Wonder Woman, I think you always expect the longer, more voluptuous, straight, flowing black hair. So, I can't picture her as well with, like, the curls. But that's the thing that can be changed. I just, I need to see it. Known for her roles as Imperial Communications Officer Elia Kane. Oh, she was in Mandalorian. So she's been getting work. George in Zombies show Z Nation. Never watched it. That was kind of running concurrently to Walking Dead for a while I was watching Walking Dead, so I never got to see it. And she's in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Kimball and Agents... Oh, we got more crossover Marvel roles. Gentora. Let me see that one. Images. Oh, her. Okay, I remember her, but there's no way I would have actually put two and two together. Like, she chameleoned in this role. In fact, she's going to be one of those actresses, I bet. She's going to be one of those actresses that I never notice in the movie she's in because she gets into character so hard that, like, I just don't pick her out. Why is that dude here? From Suicide Squad, Polka Dot Man. Oh, wait, he plays the guy with the accent on Paul Rudd's crew. I forgot. I totally forgot. Shirai Goju Oh, wait. Let me try that one. Shirai Goju Ryu. Oh, is this her martial arts? This looks like karate. Does look very karate-like in 3 other styles. So basically what you're saying is she needs a role in that female Expendables that we're going to do. Although because she's still an unknown, they'll probably cast her as a villain. While the heroes would be people like Angelina and Linda, fucking Sarah Connor. Those kind of like old school action actresses that are a bit older now. And then up-and-comers like her would be the villains they have to fight. You know, like when you see a movie with like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker and The Rock, and their villain is someone like Iko Uwais from The Raid, and it's kind of stupid because you know that in real life Iko could fuck all 3 of them up in a 1v3, but you got to accept him as a villain so the white boys can look good. That actually happened, by the way. Same with Tony Jaa from Ong Bak. Tony Jaa and Iko Uwais are 2 of the best new martial artists coming out of movies because of Ong Bak and The Raid, respectively. And we've had to watch like people like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker beat both of them up in movies. Danny Trejo is the villain in Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth. Oh, is he? That sounds like something Danny Trejo would do. He's fun. Remember when he was in the Muppet movie? One of the more recent ones? When they go to like that Russian prison and Danny Trejo's a character in the prison, but he's not playing a character. It is just Danny Trejo in a Russian prison. Danny Trejo, you're a badass in real life too. And a friend to the Muppets. Oh wait, I put the seat up way too high. Sorry. There we go. Sundays is not for perfect posture. Let's get the thing that you pulled out. A waifu. Where's my thingy? I've noticed they like to combine purple eyes with purple hair a lot. Oh. Yeah, I know why there's no sound. Hang on. This did not properly activate. Okay, now it did.
当他释放战绩的时候，就会获得一种名为残梦的一个特殊的超能点啊。然后在战斗中呢，就是我们需要尽快的去累积这些超能点来释放他真正的力量。
所以他只能自己通过战绩这样叠层数嘛？那这样启动会不会很慢啊？
啊，其实不是这样的。就是呢，在
I just realized those are rescue dogs, and they've got like a bottle of bubbly, under their necks.
意目标行动时啊，如果为敌人附上了负面效果，就能为黄泉累积这个超能点。
任意目标这个说法听上去好像有点意思啊，就讲个讲讲。
就你想的没错，就不单单是来自我方的负面状态啊。
I saw a little bit of booby physics just there.
敌方上了负面状态的时候啊，黄泉也可以累积一定的超能点。
敌方单位的话，那蛰虫爆炸的意识。
I don't know how I feel anymore about the character pose style where they face away from people. You know, when they like stand with their back to people like that. It's cool, but I think it might be a little overdone. I mean, you wouldn't do that technically in real life. I mean, you get got. Never turn your back on your opponent. Silly girl. Did you watch this entire 1 hour 30 thing on Honkai? How many views do they have? 1 million views! It's common with yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just super cool, but realistically, no one would ever do it. This has got 1 million views, though. Honkai's got some following, I tell you what. Okay, close that down. We just watched her segment and the new event stuff. Oh, fair. All right. Let's get settled for Capcom. Let me finish this. Okay. I didn't get to the best part. There's a best part? Sorry, I thought it was done because the guys came back.
听上去好像有点意思啊，就讲个讲。
就你想的没错，就不单单是来。
那
我在吞噬
都算了。
反正呢，就只要有敌方给施加了负面状态，
dog just
都算。
Okay.
当这个超能
So far, the best part for me is when the dog exploded.
就会激活黄泉的终结技了。
Oh, that was pretty cool.
黄泉终结技它不太一样，它有4段攻击，然后前3段玩家是可以去选择目标的可以去切换目标，最后一段会对敌方全体造成伤害。
A monochrome chick
只要它的
with
超能
red
一满就可以释放了和能量没有任何关系。
She's doing the Sin
就是
City.
说这个终结技不需要能量，你们虚无是把它的能量残被虚无掉了是吧？
对，它黄泉就整个就没有能量了。想象一下，就你在探索过程中看到前面有只怪。 然后黄泉啪一个秘籍，直接就把那个目标给斩杀了。
There's a lot of rescue dogs.
斩杀的意思是
就不用进入战斗了，就直接把
concerning amount of rescue dogs.
那奖励
肯定有啊。
这么厉害的话，魔力宇宙里我能用吗
Nobody wants to see puppers as common enemies.
哇，听起来挺牛的啊！
那肯定。
那我岂不是一刀一个扑满
Just deletes enemies.
茶杯老师
You saw that. It was like one-shotting everything.
就算了吧。
扑满挺可爱的，所以不行是吧？
对。
感觉这个秘籍还真的挺强力的，有点超过我的预想了。
对，然后为了匹配这个角色呢，就能突出他的一个战斗的一个爽快感。当你在地图前面发现有好多小怪的时候，你用秘籍，它可以连续点。 点完之后呢，他会使出一套丝滑的小连招，对，不一样的攻击。对，
我听到这个设计，我就特别想去大世界去试验一下这一些连砍的感觉招式，感觉会很爽。但这样的话，我7巧零食感觉就不太够用了。
不用担心，我们在秘籍中做了一点小小的优化，就是他的秘籍在不击中敌人的时候是不会消耗秘籍点的。
这么强力的秘籍，在当初设计的时候，有没有遇到一些问题或者阻碍？比如说，有没有和其他组的同事打架啥的？
肯定会有的，因为当时就开了很久的会嘛。不过最后你放心，毕竟战斗设计我们打赢了。
哦，战斗设计亲自上场战斗是吧？
开个玩笑，就当时在设计的时候就其实还是受到挺多阻力的。由于这个黄泉的效果确实太厉害了嘛，它可以直接秒杀一些小怪，对吧？然后尤其是在那个魔女宇宙里面，那个蒙群或者说打那个致谢的时候大家一上来都会觉得那小怪特别强。
One's a prep school nerd, the other one's
黄泉可以直接去给他们消灭掉。有些同学会觉得就这样可能会干扰到玩家的一个正常的体验。 但是呢，最后就是讨论下来，我们觉得就是说，既然我们做了这样的一个设计，对吧？
该爽容貌型，我们都知道
我领教过小再说是的简单言语大家呢，那你可能其实
我当然想问的
吃桃子
是这个
问的是你想问吃桃子吗？
我当然想问的是
本上的方式
，look like a dumpling
是否会出现在然后之后的剧情，甚至2点超级期待。 战斗也是
陪伴了我们很
I
长
mean, I know what they're doing there.
对于玩家来说，它其实是一
making
个
an attractive character to Peach is just one step less sus than showing them eating an eggplant.
我们为各位准备了以黄泉为主角的千星机游 PV、角色 PV， 还有一段动画短片。
Good lord, it did get hot in this really quickly. Far out. Oh, maybe too much. Or at least that might be the coffee. Maybe I should change it. Because if I got this sweaty in... How long have we been streaming? 30 minutes? I could pass out. All right. Let me change this. I really want to go back to Oodie, but it's gonna kill me at this point. I'll be back in a sec. Cool. Where am I going with this? Holy shit! just casually jettison the bird across the room. I'm just gonna roll around for a minute and just think about my life and everything, all my choices that brought me here. Hi, skateboard. I'm gonna risk it. I can always change mid-fight with the commander move. What the fuck is this? That moth just giggled at me. That made me very uncomfortable. Oh, we can talk. It's a little bit creepy.
What's he going on
Why?
about?
Why is he doing that with his head? He's doing the BJ move with his head in his mouth.
Wouldn't get too hung up on
I don't like anything about this. Fuck. Close enough. Okay, actually trying to write text, it does make it kind of a stressful game. And unfortunately, I don't think we're actually going to receive nudes, so it might have been for nothing. Unless I send them to myself. Hang on, where's my phone? Just switch to camera. There we go. There's a nice present to myself later when I'm done streaming. I'll be like, wow, I seem to have a message from somebody. Who could this be? Oh, it's a penis. Sick. Ooh. Fix everything. That's not right. That's better. That's much cooler. Also, cold water will help too. You're mad because you use a Radeon GPU, can't play the... Oh, the playtest is not Radeon friendly. I didn't know that that kind of issue often happened with playtests. I didn't know the card can be a problem. All right. Took me a second to get changed because I had to find my my other gown. That one was too toasty. Okay. Yay. Ugh. Capcom time then. Capcom in a fresh nightgown. A breathable one. Oh, hey, Jay. With all the emojis and the fonts. It crashes at the boss even when I add DirectX 11 code. So loading is as far as you got. But then you just couldn't play it for long. Computers, man. Welcome to Capcom. Capcom highlights day 1, March 7th. I can also watch it in Brazilian. Sorry, Portuguese. Brazilian. I love how the first comment is, Dear Capcom, the world is ready for Power Stone 3. Hell yeah, it is. That was a Dreamcast staple. You can only get through 10 enemies and a boss. At least you got to try it a little bit. Doesn't bode well for the play test if the test was a failure because you couldn't play. Titty jiggles insane. Yeah, I saw all the Twitter clips. It was amazing. All right, where's my earbuddy? Ugh. They're trying to rival DOA, I guess. I mean, that's the one to beat. God,
look at me! Damn it. I'm sexy! I'm a sexy boy!
I heard that. I couldn't see it, but I heard it just faintly off to the side. Thanks, Jay.
What is happening, y'all? Welcome to day one of Capcom Highlights 2024. I'm your co-host.
Whoa. How intense is the guy on the left? Bwah.
Co-host Fighting Cowboy. I'm a content creator and variety streamer, and I've been playing Capcom games as long as I've been able to hold control.
You can shimmy through sideways through a corridor on this.
What's up, everybody? My name's Joe. I'm one of the Capcom USA community managers. Super excited.
This is what you spend most of your time in the playtest doing.
Got 2 days of exclusive
trying to catch glimpses of side
some of our upcoming games that we really can't wait to get into it. Cowboy, I think there's going to be some games in here that you'll be pretty excited about.
Why is that guy's name Fighting Cowboy?
All right, well, without further ado,
get a real name, like Joe over here.
Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
I love that the first game they're going to show off is the game that confuses me the most about its mechanics. There's so much going on in this game, it is always just kind of an eyesore to me. Vagina demon doors too. Doing okay? Yeah, fine I guess. Hungry. But I got plenty of water. Judy's intermittent fasting. Same, except not on purpose. Just poverty-wise. There's the dancing for the door. I saw that in the other trailer. Day on food, day off water. Oh, is that how it works? I didn't know it was that specific.
Kunitsugami.
You have anything in 28 hours.
Jesus. It's a single-player action game that will test your strategy skills in a Japanese.
Yeah, they're actually going to explain it. Yay.
The game is set on a mountain covered by defilement. During the day, rescue villagers to work with you. At night, the gates to another world.
I like the rescuing villagers to work on your behalf.
Repeat
that
this
sounds like village building
cycle to bring peace to the villages and purify them.
The purification animation is you doing like a little
Mount Kafuku,
ribbon
a land
dance,
blessed by nature,
little cheerleading
and the
ribbon
goddess
dance.
who inhabits it is suddenly engulfed in a black substance. This defilement transforms the mountain.
Defilement. Yeah, that seems pretty defiled.
It steals masks that contain the goddess's powers, making them its own, and threatens the villagers.
It's grody. There's the ribbon dance.
So is the protagonist of the game. So guides the maiden, Yoshiro, as they use the masks and work with the villagers to purify each village and return the mountain to peace.
So you guide the maiden around, protecting her so she can make things pretty again.
Now let's take a look at some in-game
If it's open world with you going around like
elements of the gameplay,
bringing back environments, I think that'd be pretty addictive. I like games with that kind of progression structure.
Torii gates cover the
like
mountain.
Actually upgrading your environment.
At
or
night,
fixing your
these
environment.
Gates connect to another
That's why I like
world,
village building,
and the
upgrading type stuff.
To steal Yoshiro's power. During the day, you must purify the defilement and guide Yoshiro to the gates, so she can sever the connection to the other world.
So you have to do some kind of weird sword run through the black stuff?
Villagers who have been purified are given powers through masks and are able to take on a variety of roles as they work with So to fight off the
Did he say given a variety of powers through math?
Woodcutters excel at close quarters combat.
You can fast from 12 to 18.
Archers fight from a distance.
So it really comes down to the individual and what their needs are.
Ascetics use spells to restrain the
in how you do the fasting.
There are many other roles. You can freely place villagers who have been assigned roles.
Cool. And?
The carpenter accompanying So can repair contraptions in villages to help fight off the seethe more effectively.
Neat. It's probably like a Dreamcatcher type
rescue
archway.
Villagers, make repairs, and strategically place villagers to fight off attacks.
See, this is more interesting right now.
The game progresses in
like
real
where you're
time,
going with this.
And night arrives before you know it.
So then it gets like tower defense-y.
The seethe that emerge from the gates at night attack Yoshiro in many different
I didn't realize
forms.
it was a day-night cycle-based thing, where you can potentially not be ready for this.
So gracefully fights.
Are you trying to flatten your stomach out?
Techniques.
I could do for a little bit more
Join the
flattening.
villagers who have been assigned roles and fight off the seethe until the sun rises.
So I'm guessing you only fail if they get to the girl. The shrine goddess chick.
Tsuba guards contain the goddess's power and give So the ability to launch powerful attacks.
So really you can kind of 1v them if you're good enough.
Villager placement and roles in real time.
The villagers just help out.
What placements and roles will be most effective? Where will the villagers fight? And which enemies will So focus on? Constant changes will test your strategy and tactics.
The mini bosses. The radar map doesn't seem particularly open worldy. It does seem like somewhat linear. But it's hard to tell.
Guide Yoshiro
without playing
to
it
the
yourself.
Torii gates as the days and nights cycle.
Main character's
to
a woman.
purify the gates and villages
Really?
of defilement.
I thought that was a dude. The shrine maiden that you're protecting is obviously a woman, but I didn't catch that the actual one you're playing as is a chick.
Amongst the seethe
I need to look
the
closer.
especially fearsome, festering seethe. They pursue So and Yoshiro with powerful attacks. Working together with the villagers is the key to defeating
Yeah, the body
festering
type doesn't really
seethe.
give anything away.
Purify
It's the kind of
defilement
character model
covering
that
the mountain. What is it
could
that
be a
awaits
male or
Yoshiro
female
where you
under that
guide her?
armor and helmet. You'd have to like read it in the lore, I guess.
This title will be available in Japanese as well as English, Chinese, French, and other languages.
All at the same time?
We're excited to share this
Do it.
Japanese-inspired setting and dynamic gameplay with players around the world. Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess.
They say
launches
she
on
in reference to
Xbox
So?
Game Pass, Xbox Series X, S, Windows.
It's impossible to tell by
PlayStation
looking,
5,
but
and Steam.
I guess it doesn't really matter
Available
either.
in 2024.
It still trips me out whenever I see the RE
Alright,
engine.
there you go. There's that first deep.
Whenever I see the RE engine logo on something that's not RE, I'm like, what? Obviously, Capcom can make any game they want with their engine. It's just, when I see RE engine, I just like, I thought that was made specifically for Resident Evil. We're sharing around the goods now.
Dive into Kunitsugami, Path of the Goddess. It's coming later this year, and it looks really awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
It doesn't look
that we
anything
finally
like an
got to see
RE as
gameplay.
well, so I guess
This
the
is
engine's
something
just
I've
really
had my eye
robust.
on, and it's really interesting seeing kind of the fusion of both strategy and action, like, you know, setting up your troops for the battle, but then also engaging in the battle and moving them as things progress. Definitely a very unique concept, and of course we got that you know, very traditional Japanese aesthetic going on with the spirits and whatnot. So, really looking forward to this one. Yeah, super unique, super creative game. With that said, let's get to our next title.
Dragon's Dogma 2,
It wasn't made specifically for Resident Evil. They really shouldn't have named it after it then. They should have just given it a generic engine name. I thought maybe they made it for Resident Evil as a way of redesigning Resident Evil, and then we're just like, well, now let's make other games with it. But by then, it's too late. They already named it.
Dragon's Dogma 2 launches on March 22nd. Today, we'd like to introduce some of the game's features.
March 22nd? Oh, fuck, that's 5 days away.
Dragon's Dogma 2 is a narrative-driven, open-world, action
I'm guessing
RPG
a bunch of you are gonna vanish from the real world for a while on March 22nd.
We hope players feel like they've been reborn in this vibrant new world. Join forces with pawns skilled with various weapons to form a party of up to 4. While this is a single-player game, forming parties will recreate the feel of being on an adventure with friends.
Yay!
Players will encounter legendary monsters as they
let
venture
your friends
through the
actually
distinct
play as
areas
the
of the
pawns,
game.
though. That would be even better.
Some monsters fly through the air with dynamic
Co-op.
attacks, while others are more cunning and mysterious.
It's such a good
Some appear at
character
night,
design.
and others are colossal in nature. They will
love that
create a
creature.
variety of challenges for the player. Test your decision-making ability and creativity using your vocation and the surrounding environment.
Bye, Ogre.
Of course, you can always choose to run away. If you run somewhere occupied by other characters, you may end up naturally joining
Jesus, that
forces.
Griffin, like, dive-bombed under the
But
gate.
reactions will vary
That was a good
character
animation.
to character. Some will be frightened, while others
guy has
will
a
show
cool lisp.
courage.
I didn't even notice, but
Their
now that
relationship
you pointed
with
it out,
you,
I'm probably
the
not going to be
Arisen,
able to unhear
will
it.
vary based on the actions you take. That, in turn, will change their relationships with each other.
Throw her in the fountain.
A variety of characters await you on your journey through Dragon's
Did
Dogma
he just pick
2.
up that lady and bring her to this tavern?
Over 1,000 characters
What the
inhabit the
fuck?
world, each with their own unique stories and motivations.
Kidding?
They will sometimes ask for your help,
Child.
marking the beginning of a new quest. Quests have an array of different objectives, from saving people being attacked by monsters and avoiding
feel like
detection as you sneak into a location.
They've explained
to
how
locating
Dragon's
and
Dogma
delivering
works so
valuable
many
items.
times now. They're quite obsessed with marketing this game.
Desire one of my masterpieces. Very well.
In some situations, combat
What have I
isn't
been
your
doing?
only option. One
Working.
alternative might be to make a counterfeit item and see if
I
you
just
can pass
finished
it off as the
some
real
work
thing.
before the stream tonight, actually.
The world is a complex web of human relationships, and the player's choices have consequences. We've expanded the world of the original game to make
Some
it a
areas
denser,
of Dragon's
more
Dogma
elaborate
really
experience,
remind me of Utah.
enabling players to fully inhabit the role of the Arisen.
They're real dusty areas.
We have several announcements ahead of the release of the game. First, take a look at this video.
Ka-ching coming in. Oh, not anytime soon. They're gonna have to get back to us about changes, and then we're gonna have to do more work on it, and then someone else will change. It'll still go around in circles a bit before anything finishes. That always happens. It's hard to plan and predict money.
Starting today, players can create and edit their Arisen protagonist.
Oh,
and
you can
main
make
pawn
your
in the Dragon's Dogma
character
2
creator stuff
character
now.
creator and storage.
That's how people on Twitter have been doing it.
Of course, you'll be
I thought
able
some
to
people just had
transfer the
early
character
code or
data
something.
to the full version of the game. Up to 5 Arisen and 5 pawns can be created. This is the perfect opportunity to prepare for
That's
the
smart
adventure before
because
the release of the game.
a lot of people tend to
Furthermore,
waste like
we're
an
planning
hour.
to have some of the pawns created by specific players as official pawns.
Who? Wait.
Have some of the pawns created.
There's Fighting Cowboy, whoever the fuck he is. Krista, Snuffy, Maximilian, I recognize.
By specific players as official pawns.
Illajaz, Limalicious, Miss Mika, Rurikan.
Players will be able to hire up to 2 of these
Asian Shaka,
pawns to aid them on their journey.
Elodia, Asian.
We will have more details
that
about
all?
official
Okay.
pawns and who they will be in the near future.
Illajaz is a
Please watch
speedrunner
for
of FromSoft
updates.
games. I expected some more familiar names on that list. You know, like I suppose some people are too big to probably bother. Like for example, your Charlies or your Markipliers are probably a little bit bigger than this kind of tie-in.
The Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition both include pre-order bonuses.
Or your Jacksepticeye's.
We hope you consider pre-ordering. The March 22nd release date is right around the corner.
Oh, I know Vampy
Bit Me.
Me.
The Dragon's Dogma 2 team are thrilled for you to experience this game.
We followed each other on Xbox during the years where I used to do like Xbox videos on that on its own platform, and then I ended up following her her Twitter after that. After Xbox stopped hosting its own video stuff, which was a shame. I used to love using the Upload built-in editor to make stuff, and then everyone used to share it with that stuff with each other. She streams on Twitch. Yeah, I assume she might. She's attractive. They don't even have any Emerus or Asmongold's doing the Dragon's Dogma porn thing.
Wow, there's so much good stuff in there, lots to dissect. And it looks like people can go ahead and start creating their Arisen and their pawns with the character creator, right, Cowboy?
Yeah, that's something I'm really looking forward
to. She does Gundam Gunplay Mondays?
Gameplay just in character creation, so
Vampy.
getting that done and ready to go is going to be fantastic. And of course, I get to create my own official Cowboy pawn, so make sure to keep your eyes out, because it's going to be the best tank in the game. Well, we could spend all day talking about the details, but we've actually got a special guest joining us. It's the director of the game, Itsuno-san. Hello, Itsuno-san. Thank you so much for joining us.
Help us overmarket Dragon's Dogma, because we haven't seen enough footage of it already.
So we're very excited to talk to you about Dragon's Dogma 2 today. We also had the announcement of the official pawns, which is something I'm very excited to be a part of.
So I'm guessing these two guys, Joe and Fightin' Cowboy, are just like streamers or YouTubers that they got involved in hosting this?
前回と比べてポーンすごくなんていうのかな、賢くなっているというよりかはより個性的になっています。よりプレイヤーが育てたメインポーンの知識とか一緒にメインポーンと行動した内容とかが貸し出した先でもより忠実にその経験を他のプレイヤーに伝えたりとかっていうことができるようになっています。あと
It does look like a Capcom employee. Fightin' Joe, Fightin' Cowboy, whatever his name is, it doesn't.
あるんですけども、これはポーンに1個だけ習得することができるんですけども、これがちょっと新しくて面白くて、主にプレイヤーが
I want a whole team of cat people. I want to be a regular human male, and then have like a harem of lion pawns following me around.
のついてるポーンを借りるかっていうところもすごく今回面白いかなと思ってます。
And they're all feral. That's their job role. That's their ability. Their class. They're just feral. They just charge at things and eat them. And scratch them up.
Wait to see players get the chance to go up against.
スフィンクスですね。
Yes, the Sphinx is cool.
まず見つけ
That's
る
the
とこ
one
ろから
character design thing that always
大変
jumps
だ
out
と
at
思うん
me.
ですけども、ゲームプレイ始めたらそういえばスフィンクスっていう話あったなと思いな
It's
が
like
ら
cool in a
フィールド
horrifying
を
to
冒
look
険
at
して
kind of
もらえ
way.
ると出会えるかもしれないんで、ぜひスフィンクスと戦ってもらいたいなと、まず喋ってもらいたいなと思います。
Do you have to fight the Sphinx? Can you just like answer its questions 3 and become its
friend? What would you say
friend?
is your favorite vocation that you had the chance to play so far?
最近やってるのはソーサラーなんですけども、
I like to play as
新し
bus
く
driver.
紹介したジョブの、アリズン
I have a bus and I drive it around the countryside and I give the pawns a lift to the destinations and that's all I
近
do.
接攻撃系のジョブとソーサラー混ぜて、戦うっていうのが最終的には楽しかったので、それをお勧めしたいと思います。
Is she a big Monster Hunter player?
Well, I could honestly ask you questions all day about this game, but I know you're busy and I do want to respect your time. So thank you very much for taking the time to join us. Thank you so much, Itsuno-san, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.
See you in the next 13 trailers before the game comes out in 5 days'
That
time.
wraps it up for day one of Capcom Highlights 2024. Cowboy, what was your favorite part? I've been waiting 12 years for a Dragon's Dogma sequel, so as much information as I can get about that, the happier I am. And between the official pawns and the new locales we got a chance to see in the teaser. I'm pretty pumped. I will
He's
say,
pretty
though,
pumped.
Kunitsugami definitely looks like a very unique combination.
Why do they sound like they're wrapping up the
I'm also
highlights?
looking forward to that.
Yeah, before we wrap up,
it's
we
not
do
even
want to say
halfway.
thank you to Itsuno-san for taking the time to speak with us today. We'll be back with day 2 of Capcom Highlights on March 11th, so we hope to see you there.
What the hell's
Thanks so
happening?
much, everybody.
Dude, it's 18 minutes. You still have 30 left to go. What's happening?
Hey everyone, and welcome to the post show for Capcom Highlights Day 1. My name's
Post
Joe,
show is
one of
longer than
community
the regular
managers here
show.
at Capcom USA. Also joined by David at the end over there, also from Capcom USA, and we have some special guests from Japan. Would you
She's
guys
an
like to
official
introduce
Capcom
yourself?
cosplayer.
Sure. Hello, my name is Ken Mendoza. I'm
Oh, kind of like
producer for Dragon's Dogma 2, and this is
Jessica Nigri. How she was like the official cosplayer for
Itsuno-san,
Lollipop
Ken,
Chainsaw.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so glad to have you here in the office. And we're taking a look at something pretty cool today. Today, everybody can download
I might
guns in
skip
this
forward
game.
a bit and just see what they do
we are
real
going
quick.
To...
might be worth noting.
Yeah, and we're going to show the cat on screen. That's Daisy.
Daisy!
Who we're trying to match here. She's got like kind of a...
He's gonna try and make his cat in Dragon's Dogma as a pawn. That's cute.
So, Joe, why would you choose such a complicated cat out of all possible cat options that we have?
She's so cute. I mean, you can see.
Let's enlarge in this.
You chose a really cute cat, but it's a really tough one to reproduce here.
Yeah, well, I think David is up to the task.
If you can replicate the exact fur
we'll really be able to see
patternage, I'd be
the strengths
impressed.
and the power of the character creator. You can do so much with it.
キャラクリがいかにいろんなことができるか、多分ここで皆さんにお見せできると思います。
So right now, David, you're going through the base head options, right? So this kind of like lays the groundwork for the character that you're going to create.
Essentially, yeah. Like this kind of like the
Have
way
you
that,
started
like, certain features are gonna
pre-making
look.
your character
You can go
yet?
from there, and then like if I want to adjust to match the fur pattern, I can.
ここから柄をちょっとどこまで合わせれるか。
Or like experimenting with this?
Yeah, and you have a lot of options.
Or is there only a certain way to get this
all different types of colors?
This character creator 5 days early? But you'd probably have a pre-order of this game for
There are
sure.
many colors. The development team put some effort and then some to make sure that you got a wider range of choices for the colors. There was a constant back and forth. We have way too many. No, it's not even enough. Oh, we have too many. No, we need more.
So Itsuno-san, you're on the side of wanting as much as possible, right?
どっち側だったんですか？Nope, I was on the side on this is way too much.
デザイナーはいやこのぐらいいりますよ。
Well, the designers were like, no, this we need at least this much.
I see. Well, you know,
they're
Beast
trying.
in this game for the first time, so
They got the brown in there.
This time, I think it was impossible with the hardware powered previous console.
Right.
It kind of just looks like a white cat that ate too many Cheetos.
Exactly, as you can see, you can adjust
That looks like Cheeto powder
the
in
length
its
and
fur.
amount of fur.
Did you start making your character yet,
with
Genie?
With introducing the Beastrin here, I mean, what
With
were some
the
of the
character
overall
creator
goals
tool?
with the character creation tools? Obviously, there's so many more options than there were available in the first game.
Because I'm not sure what the criteria is for how you can download this early. Like if it's a pre-order bonus thing or if you have to be on PC or what.
デビルメイクライン5の時にフォトリアル
You
でど
took
んだけ
someone's sliders this
ゲー
year.
ムでき
Oh,
るか
so some like
今回
someone else's pre-created thing you got their
できて
you got their build
あの
as a
フォトリアル
shortcut.
の顔ってなかなか作るのに対応してます。
So with Devil May
Cats,
Cry 5, the team
cat
tried
eyes,
to
eyeshadow,
implement
eye
photorealism
size.
to mutant editing because you went for photorealism, but we wanted to enable that in a way that felt natural and also.
Oh, you can just download it like a demo
That's what
on
we
anything?
aimed at creating with
Steam or Xbox?
This looking character.
Cool.
Spend an hour on it, I end up not liking it.
めちゃめちゃ僕らとしては嬉しい。
It reminds me a bit of
That's exactly
what
the
Dragon
team
Age
wanted to
Inquisition
go for.
did, but
It's great to hear that.
that was a bit more elaborate.
Yeah.
Where you could
and I know
download that
in
whole
order to kind of achieve that, right? There was
what was
a
it
lot of
called?
different like faces that were scanned into the game. Can you talk more about
That Fortress Tapestry thing. Where you could spend time like recreating your world state from the first couple of Dragon Ages. So it would like build a save file for you for Inquisition. Since the world states save stuff can't transition from like old consoles to the new ones. It was like a whole website you access, I think. And you answer like all these questions and set up exactly what your world's lore is based on your decisions in all the previous games. I spent like an hour and a half in that thing.
But for human faces, we
in comparison, this is just a character creator, but you could do that in that as well, I think. Oh, look at the teeth!
With Mistrin, because you can customize the teeth to any human.
You can customize what teeth are missing,
crude, maybe.
Like specifically,
I'm sure you've never seen a
down to their exact positioning.
Select which teeth to have and which not to have.
And you can even change the color.
Gums and fangs. That's cool.
Whitish, yellowish.
I don't know that was a thing. That's the only game I've ever seen that did that.
Yeah, black teeth.
Yeah, the level of detail. There's so much customization.
Claws, which I guess would just be fingernails if you were a regular human.
Really.
That fucking hair. Some of these hairstyles look really wrong on a cat, like that bald patch with the side. That one. The bald patch with the side hair.
Worked on this.
Yeah, shout out. They'll have their
I guess you can't call it a bald patch if it's human hair on animal fur, because they're still covered in hair technically.
We expect people to. And
yeah, the hair. I mean, you have to take your own interpretation.
A little bit samurai.
Kind of interpretation.
Make something that looks interesting with the tattoos, but
tattoos. I guess they're not really tattoos if you're painting the fur with color. Like on a cat, you wouldn't be able to see the tattoo because the fur would be grown over it.
Without scars, I don't know. Just the tattoos as the.
She's a pretty shy, nimble. Yes.
It's your vocation then.
Cool. I don't think having the screenshot of Daisy up on the screen really helped at all. I mean, they made a cool cat person, but it doesn't exactly look like Daisy at all.
Maybe a mage would be helpful?
No, she's your Arisen.
Oh, there's my Arisen. Oh, yeah.
Alright, fighter.
You can test them all.
The voice, yeah. There should be a Nolan North option. Where's that?
Make the pawn, there's even more voice options, right? Based on the temperament. So, looks like we're ready to finalize here.
Monica.
We'll do 2 flower names.
Oh, the Monica must be the pre-chosen nickname that is built into the game for characters to say out loud in voice acting. Whereas the name is what you type in.
You'll have to choose one Arisen and one try different
waves in different fonts.
They're gonna make another one?
I'm a little scared, David. I'm trusting, and everyone's just seen.
Like in this
they're gonna make Joe.
Want the pawn to look like Joe.
Skip ahead a little bit.
Customize it.
Already
hairstyles here.
Already Joe looks a lot sexier in the game than he does in real life.
Wait, hold on. Don't make it a get a haircut. Come back.
When the Joe with the ponytail kind of made him look like a live action Avatar: The Last Airbender character.
Fulfilling certain conditions of going to character creator a photo of Joe so that they can at least people can tell how. So there's things within the game.
You could see it in different lightings and backgrounds. Cool.
In different settings within the game.
They should have that option that some character creators have where you can take a photo of yourself and the game will attempt to like copy your photo as close as it can.
It has a specific look and then you start the game and it looks completely different. This should give you a good idea of how.
There's only been a certain number of character creators that I've ever seen that have had that feature. The Wii doesn't count. Because I know that the Wii had the option to take a photo of your face
I think it really
with the back of the controller, and then it tries to create a me in your likeness, really, but it's a me.
Here, so
it doesn't ever really look like you. It barely even looks like a caricature of you, to be honest. Okay, he's got the back ponytail again. He's back to looking like a Last Airbender character.
Yeah, and you will have brownish eyes.
And eye shape is not correct.
Yeah, that's something that also in the morning or something.
I feel like if they were just showing off the character creator, it would be impressive. But
looks pretty close to your
this
eyes.
little gimmick of trying to replicate real photos like Joe and Daisy he's not really doing it any favors because they're not really making it look anything like these photos.
The thing is, Joe's is a pretty good-looking guy. So.
No, you're too nice.
They should have just dicked around with the creator. Like, it's impressive on its own. It doesn't need any comparisons. So dirty. Why are you doing my man Joe dirty like that? Literally.
I'm not that.
He's an itty bitty guy. They're gonna leave him muddy, apparently. That's mean. That's one feature I would never add to my character. Make them look filthy? No. My RPG characters are well bathed. Puffs up his chest, gave him a bit of a tum-tum.
I was asking so. Represent some more for that.
See, do we have like a...
Oh, there we go.
Jesus, the lips. You could make a hag in this. If you made like an little old lady, like a crazy old lady, and removed all her teeth.
You have until launch date.
That'd actually be pretty fun. Okay, I changed my mind.
How many tattoos, Joe? I don't even know.
A full harem of lion people as my pawns, except for one crazy old hag lady, who's like the berserker warrior of the group.
And the dragons are
tattoos, body paint.
Yeah, it seems like you
some of them are a little try-hard.
Granular with it if you'd like.
Like you're a backyard wrestler. There's a couple that are a little Wakandan, or even Nemours people. That one's fucked up.
That was a big part of where I just this on the time that they spend on the character. Or so that look and it's still real.
Are they ever gonna get Joe? Did they finish finally?
Closing remarks.
Okay, they didn't make Joe look that great. He's a little prettier than he is in real life, but they also muddied him up for no reason whatsoever. Joe's going to remember this. You've made a grave enemy this day.
Get it. I'll have.
Okay.
Be sure you tune in for day 2. That's happening on March 11th.
Yeah, day 2.
See you then.
Thank you.
Didn't you link something before? Oh, the new trailer and stuff. Yeah, I've got that. Oh, and Biscoffs and hydrates. Sure. I will do this. Let me just get day 2 ready. 26 minutes. Well, that's a lot shorter, but hopefully that's because they don't do the post-show stuff. I was expecting, when I saw the 48-minute runtime, I thought we were going to see more showcase trailers in this. They're a bit light on content. Now nobody's fasting. Biscoff's up. Okay. Let's do it. Starts in 5 minutes. Well, not waiting for that. 3 minutes. Something's already happening. Oh, well, probably 3-minute pre-trailers. Let's do it. This is Phoenix Wright, isn't it? I recognize some of these shots. You got French onion sun chips to break your fast with. Yum. I have water and Biscoff. That is all. Apollo Justice. Nah. Objection! Come on, Phoenix.
We be pirates, we love to sail the 7 seas. Just a bunch of scallywags who are as free.
I don't remember this song. This must be from the remaster, because on the DS I'm pretty sure this song didn't exist. So this is the Apollo Justice trilogy? I'm assuming. The remaster repackaging.
Let's take a breather.
Oh, okay.
Amazing cutscenes. The Apollo Justice games are still good. In the same way the Phoenix Wright games were, but I don't technically like Apollo as much as I liked Phoenix as a main character. Miles Edgeworth's Investigations is interesting. That was a neat little side experiment. Yes. I love this game. This is one of my favorite games on DS. I've said this before, when they originally announced they were going to be remastering this for the Switch. Still one of my favorite plot twists in the finale of any game I've played. Oh, this is the iOS and Android version that they're trailering. Okay.
A Capcom ID account is required.
Yeah, the end of that game is amazing.
Resident Evil RE-verse.
The story has a great plot twist.
To use the online features of Street Fighter 6. You can also use this account with other Capcom services and campaigns, such as a survey about today's program. And we're planning to expand the services that use Capcom ID in the future. Register now for Capcom ID.
On one
of the Capcom Publisher
on one of the previous
sale.
Sunday streams, I don't think you were at this one, Genie. I spent a couple of hours of the night on
releases this month.
The Capcom World website,
Dragon's Dogma, Dark
just
Arisen,
exploring like
many others on
their
sale
whole
now.
little Capcom theme park.
Check out
And there was a
popular
section where you could
titles
play
like
all their old
Resident
retro
Evil
games
4,
just on the
Street Fighter
browser.
6,
And I was
games in
playing
the
Final
Monster
Fight.
Hunter series,
I
which
tried
is
the old Breath of
celebrating its
Fire
20th
games.
anniversary. Don't miss these deals.
I played 2 Mega Man games.
The Capcom
I mean, I was just
Publisher
dicking
sale
around
is
and trying a
also
little bit of
available
each,
on
but
Steam.
it was
Tons
kind of
of
funny to
hits
be
are
playing all
available
those
at a remarkable value in the Steam
old
Monster
retro
Hunter
arcade games
20th
like on
anniversary
a
pack.
web browser
Don't miss out.
for free. I didn't get far in the Breath of Fires because obviously it's an RPG, so I just wanted to see what it looked and felt like. Once I got to the first turn-based battle, I was like, cool, I've seen enough. Otherwise we'll be here for the next fucking 60 hours. Street Fighter, Monster Hunter Stories, and what was the other one? Exoprimal. Wow, people stopped talking about Exoprimal very quickly. Once that game actually dropped, it kind of just dropped. Like, it dropped off the face of the earth.
Welcome back to Capcom Highlights 2024. I'm your co-host, Fighting Cowboy.
Hey, Fountain
Day 2.
Cowboy is
Today,
switched
with me,
out
I
his
have
Asian
Andy,
co-star.
I'm the community manager at Capcom USA. As you might know, we're splitting this broadcast over 2
Andy's
days.
not
So if you missed
Joe.
the first one, go back and check it out on
Although
YouTube.
he has a much squarer
But for today,
jaw.
up first, we have
Like a Lego man.
Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter 6 launched in June 2023.
Now, Street Fighter is a game that
bringing
people have
the
been
heat.
talking about ever since it dropped. This never stopped being
In
talked
July,
about.
we met Rashid. In September, Aki joined the fight.
There's that creepy
In
chick.
December, all 18 fighters received Outfit 3.
I'm assuming she's
And
a
in
serial
February,
killer.
we added Ed to the roster. We're only
There's the
starting
boxer.
to get warmed up. Street Fighter 6 also had a number of collaborations in the Battle Hub,
Ninja Turtles.
where players can get together. This month, we're
It's in-
featuring
it's- oh,
a
Mega
Mega
Man.
Man-themed fighting pass.
Dude, actually, it's kind of creepy seeing a normal human
Your
in a
favorite
Mega Man
Mega Man
leotard.
game, Street Voter, is currently live, so we hope you join
It's
in.
weird how many female characters in Street Fighter of the newest
Now,
additions to the
we'd
roster
like to
are all
share
kind
a
of
short video
psychopaths.
of Akuma, who will be released
Like
in the
Jury
game later
and
this year.
that new weird snake lady with the platinum blonde hair are both kind of like just psychos. Says a trailer for Akuma. I didn't even realize Akuma wasn't a part of it. Like, I didn't know he was still being added as a thing.
Fell by his hand.
Akuma is yoked.
Thousands of strikes exchanged. They forged his spirit.
There's too much meat on this man. That's not natural.
Every moment engraved into his very being.
That wasn't even a Kamea. He just like slowly and gently touched it. Jesus.
Fists with ambition.
He's just
so
too
great,
chunky, man.
They seek to soar
I would never.
beyond the very heavens.
As in, I would never want to be that chunk. Hey, muscle's great and all, but it's too much. I don't know how you live like that. You won't even fit in the shower. But who needs a shower when you're a muscle demon?
Akuma joins the crew in spring 2024.
Be stinky and beat everybody up.
Not only will Akuma be available to use as a fighter in Fighting Ground.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that he wasn't already available.
World Tour, where we'll have new missions and an area featuring him. This is only the beginning of Street Fighter 6. Stay tuned for more characters and content.
All right, what'd you think?
He's finally here. He's finally here. Back when the game was announced, I know I was not in the lineup, so I decided to main Ken, but Akuma's always been the one with my heart.
Yeah, well, you're not the only one. I think a bunch of people at home have been really excited for him. I've seen all the social media comments, and he's finally coming soon.
I mean, he's one of the best. I mean, you got Ryu's Hadouken, you got the uppercuts coming in from Ken, you got some air volleys, and on top of that, he's got that edgy dark thing to you that just kind of draws you in.
Yeah, and speaking of those design elements, we have someone very special on the line with us.
Sometimes fighting Cowboy tries a bit too
Japan.
hard to banter in between trailers.
Hello, Nakayama-san.
It's great. Ken has punches and Ryu goes,
We're super excited
it's such
to
a
talk
fun
to you
game,
today
yeah.
about Street Fighter 6.
We're all very excited for the
It
addition
launched
of
with
Akuma.
the only character you need, Marissa.
Looking at him, obviously his design has been updated quite
Oh, that
a
was
bit.
the muscle
What
mummy, yeah.
character aspects did you have in mind when you were updating him?
Ever since the original trailers, though, I haven't seen much of her. They don't show her in many videos. I wonder if many people main her or not. Or if she's on the lesser end of character popularity. I'd like to see a statistic sheet of how many characters in the online space are being mained by how many people, like an actual ranking from top to bottom of most used to least.
I agree.
I think
it's
that'd be
definitely
interesting.
visible in the new design. He's a very iconic character,
Although,
so seeing him
I'm not sure if they can even
kind
pull
of a
stats like that.
refresh
You'd have to
makeover like this. It's
have something
very
built
new,
into the
iconic
algorithm
look. I'm a big fan
to
of it.
track that stuff.
But
oh, they
course,
do have
Akuma
it.
ends
Okay,
the
cool.
Edition of Year One content. So looking back,
would be
how did you feel
fascinating.
about the production of Year One? Looking back on it.
Specifically, who's at number one and who's at the bottom?
開発メンバーすごい頑張って日々ねいろんなコンテンツ作ってたりしてるし、いろんなねプレイヤーさんに遊んでもらってるの
I can't stop staring at the whenever he moves his head. I can't stop staring at that Beats Lobster sign behind him.
And I know players are definitely grateful for all the content that's been coming to the
Lobster.
game. Besides Akuma, what other elements are you
Lobster
adding
that
into the
can't
game
be beat.
alongside him that you can tell us about?
That's a good slogan.
I
should be on his marketing team for a seafood restaurant.
ワールドツアーで、今までのね追加キャラクターと同じように師匠として出会うことができます。
There's at least like
して弟子入りすること
3 newer
ができて
chicks, I think, in Street Fighter that are all just crazy people.
あとは
Just like literal
彼
serial
の
killers.
ステージである極限島にもねワールドツアーで行けるようになるので
Maybe the Capcom team were bored of just like
欲しいっていうのと
more
あとはです
Chun-Lis.
ね、サウンド
Like we've got enough
周り
wholesome
でちょっとした
goody
機能の
two-shoes
追加があ
normal
ったり
chicks.
あとは、バトルハブ
We
の
need
部分でも
psychopaths.
ね
Get on
イ
it.
ベントを
Get on
考
it,
え
design
てたり
team.
しますの
Go
で
crazy.
そちらもねお楽しみにしていただければと思います。あとはまあもちろんねイヤー2も作ってますんでちょっとご期待して待っていただければと思います。
Well, thank you so much for answering all of our questions. I wish we could talk all day, but I know you're very busy. So thank you for taking the time out to join us for this interview, and I can't look forward to what Street Fighter 6 has in the future.
ありがとうございます。今度じっくりいっぱい話しましょう。
So we're getting 3 games during day 2, right? Is that why they showed those titles at the start? Street Fighter, Monster Hunter
Capcom
stories,
and
then more from Exoprimal for some reason.
The Capcom Pro Tour
Stop
starts
trying to make
this June
Exoprimal
and
happen.
features the
Capcom.
latest entry in the series, Street Fighter 6. This 1v1 tournament series allows players from around the world to sign up and compete over the course of the year to become the grand champion. The 2024 season will conclude with Capcom Cup 11 and a prize of $1 million to the winner. All players are welcome to compete in Capcom Pro Tour.
I mean, for us normies, that's probably impossible to win.
How to sign up and enter tournaments, visit the official Capcom Pro Tour website. Don't miss your chance. We also have an update for Street Fighter League. Street Fighter League is Capcom's officially owned and operated league, comprised of 3 separate regional leagues, Japan, US, and Europe. Each team is comprised of 4 top-tier players. This year welcomes 3 new teams, Crazy Raccoon, Fukushima Ibushigin, and Yogibo Reject. This makes 12 teams in SFLJP, the most ever, and 48 players. All 3 leagues are returning later this year. This season starts in July 2024.
Do they televise this?
It will be streamed live on YouTube and Twitch on the Capcom Fighters and Capcom Fighters JP channels. Check out the official Street Fighter League website
JP
for the
Japan.
latest on the 3 regional leagues around the world.
Probably just whether you want the English or the Japanese commentators.
Next up, Exoprimal.
So they're leaving Monster Hunter stories till last?
Suit up for the latest info on Exoprimal.
Shove Exoprimal in the middle.
Exosuits and dinosaurs clash in massive team-based multiplayer action. Exoprimal has
the chick in the
2
pink reminds me so
collaborations
much of
with other
RC from
Capcom
Transformers.
franchises. The first was the Street Fighter 6 collaboration. And the second was the Monster Hunter series collaboration. Now we have an exciting announcement for Title Update 4.
Oh my god, it's a Mega Man collaboration. I can tell already from the music. He looks terrible.
Our third Capcom
Roblox 3D
collaboration
model.
will feature Mega Man.
So it's a suit?
There will, of course,
an exo?
be Mega Man-themed
okay.
exosuit skins and emotes along with a collaboration mission to fight a certain infamous boss character. We'll share more details about the collaboration mission soon. Title Update 4 will also include new beta variant exosuits, along with new rigs and modules. Zephyr Beta, Boost Claws. Vigilant Beta, Bow Hunter.
You know,
Krieger Beta.
It's easy to be
Blitzcan,
mean to Exoprimal because of, you know,
Beta,
its
Windcaller,
reputation being kind of minuscule.
Plasma Shot, Nimbus Beta,
But it's not
Wild Bomb,
it's not unpleasant to look
and
at.
the new rig,
It's fun
Mortar.
to look at these exosuits fighting dinosaurs.
Combined with the current options, players will be
I
able
don't know
to
how
choose
intending
from
this to
30
play
exosuits
since I
and
haven't
10
tried
rigs.
it, but
Create your
like,
own
it's
unique
neat to look at.
combination of exosuits, rigs, and modules.
It should
to
be
make
better
it
than what
through
it is, I think is what I'm saying.
ever-intensifying war games.
Like, it's unfortunate that it didn't hit bigger.
We're also adding new modes to the game. The first is the 10-player cooperative mode called Time Loop Rebellion.
10-player?
Prepare to take on the behemoth
This is like
from the
big,
end of the game
like large
in
level
a much
raids.
more powerful form. Play the mode
Crazy.
multiple times and meet set conditions to earn special cosmetics and other items as rewards that are only available in this mode.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be interested in the PvP stuff either.
That includes these first-class gold skins.
I mean, I feel like Capcom really
The
should have
second
just
is custom
rebooted
match
Dino
mode.
Crisis.
In this mode,
Just make Dinosaur
players on
Resident
any
Evil
platform
again.
Can join
Like,
a
why
game
are they
together
still
as
sitting on
long
that?
as they have the lobby code. You can choose to play on any mode, mission, or stage, and of course, you'll earn EXP
Yeah,
and
the problem
Bitcoin,
was they
as well
wanted
as
to get in on
advance
this
the
live
story.
service shit. Like everyone seems to
You'll
want to.
also be able to participate in the ongoing Savage Gauntlet mission as well as Time Loop Rebellion.
Money.
And finally, for our PvP players, we have Quick Brawl. This mode lets you play just the PvP final missions.
this
Exoprimal
music?
has continued to add an array of content, including limited campaigns.
Sounds like Sonic the Hedgehog music.
Boss battles, and
Sonic
more.
the Hedgehog cock rock.
Exoprimal Title Update 4 drops on April 17th. We'll see you in the War Games. It'll be massively fun.
It'll be massively fun.
All right, what do you think of Exoprimal?
There's definitely a lot coming to the game. You can tell the devs are having a lot of fun with the different dances and customization features.
I love how he's like, you can tell the devs are having a lot of fun with it because apparently the players aren't.
Being able to just play whatever game mode you want across platform with friends. And then the PvP mode. I think PvP players typically get the short end of the stick, so it's nice to see them getting some love.
Yeah, we hope you guys jump straight back into Exoprimal to check out the Mega Man collaboration. But with that said, let's look at our next announcement.
Now for the latest updates on the Monster Hunter series.
This is what most people skip to
the
when they
Monster
watch
Hunter
this video.
series celebrates its 20th anniversary this year.
I was about to say 229 years.
Don't
229-year anniversary.
Program, streaming
this
tomorrow,
game has been around since
we'll
before video
the top
games
10
existed.
Favorite monsters chosen by
or
fans
TVs.
In the Hunter's Choice
or
poll.
computers.
Check out our website and social media for details of other anniversary activities.
Like 229 years ago, we were literally
and
hunting
stay
monsters.
tuned for future Monster Hunter developments.
Tribal humans.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chihiro Kano, and
Monster
I'm the game
Hunter
director
Now.
for Monster Hunter Now at Niantic.
The hell is Now?
Thank you for continuing to play and enjoy Monster
Is this
Hunter
Pokemon
Now.
Go? Monster Hunter?
To commemorate the 20th anniversary
I thought we
of
were going
the
to talk about
Monster Hunter
stories.
series. You can currently enjoy quests in Monster Hunter Now that reward a 20th anniversary medal, as well as an event featuring all the subspecies and guaranteed Xenogra appearances in Huntathons.
Oh my god.
In addition,
Guaranteed
Monster Hunter
Xenogra.
Now will celebrate its 6-month
Going hard.
anniversary on March 14th. To
It
show
is
our
Pokemon Go.
appreciation for our
Thought so.
players, we will be giving away exciting
I feel like if the
rewards.
word Now or
All
Go
hunters
is
who
on the end
log
of
in within
a
the
franchise
specific
name,
time
it's
period
immediately one of
will
those
receive
AR
in-game
games
items,
for your phone.
Zinni, and more. On
Those
this
are the
day,
buzzwords
we will
that
also
give it
release
away.
a major update, and a new in-game season will begin. You will meet new monsters including Deviljho, Otogara, and Tzitziyaku, and play with a new weapon type, the Charge Blade. You can also look forward to new features such as layered armor and the Season Pass.
Yes. Layered armor.
Finally, to everyone watching the show,
That sounds good.
I want to share a small glimpse of what we have planned for the future.
Well, domination.
This is currently still under development.
Cuts
and
to a
will
bunch
be
of
released
Capcom
sometime
branded
after
tanks
March 14th.
situated
Be sure
outside
to stay tuned for more updates.
the capital cities on multiple continents.
Thank you for watching today. We value
All hail
your
the
feedback
Capcom
and we'll keep
overlords.
on
May we
using
all
it to
toil in
improve
the
game and make
silicon
it even more
mines
fun.
on their behalf.
We hope you continue to enjoy Monster Hunter Now.
Cool. Finally, trailer. Gameplay's under development. Better be. Oh, that was it. There was a bit of wind and then a title screen.
RPG in the Monster Hunter series is back and better than ever.
Yay! This story stuff seems way more up my alley than the normal Monster Hunter stuff.
Bind thyself to this young
It is goofy looking, but it's an actual linear RPG, which is great. And the monsters are adorable. And they're now fully voiced. I assume you mean the main characters, not the monsters. Although the monsters would be great.
How about we see the world together?
Okay, bullshit. That was Meowth. They stole that from fucking Pokemon. That was Meowth for sure. And it was even talking.
Some gnarly power you got there, kid. Shut up! What good are you?
Monster Hunter Stories is the Pokemon you always wanted. Sounds good. If I had to pick any Monster Hunter to suddenly jump in and play, it'd be this one. I have a better chance of enjoying this, I think, from what it sounds like it's about. Don't really care too much about the graphics. That fucking Meowth on his back, sometimes staring directly into camera. Raise your own monsters. Kill your own monsters. Befriend your own monsters. Make love to your own monsters. Embrace your inner freak. Monster Hunter XXX coming soon, June 14th.
What do you think?
Get an outfit for your cat. Love it. Stories 2, Wings of Ruin.
Monster Hunter Stories was originally released
so they both are coming in the one
2016
package
for the Nintendo 3DS.
1 and 2.
Now it's been remastered and fully voiced.
I said it before, and I'll say
We're getting a second trailer immediately after the first one.
I will. How about it, Ryder? Care to show us what you're made of?
I'm made of meat and blood, some bone.
In the newly added Museum mode, players can view over 200 pieces of concept art, with comments from staff about development that provide insight into the game's setting.
2 was already on the PC and Switch?
The
oh, really?
museum also includes the game's background music.
So that would already
Bonding
be
Winds,
automatically
Monster Hunter Stories, and Proof of a Hero Stories version. The main themes
like way more
are being released in
updated
surround
than the
sound
first one.
for the first time.
The first one's been remastered, but number 2
Monster
right off the bat would
Hunter
already be
Stories
like a lot
launches
more
for Nintendo Switch,
robust
PlayStation
looking.
4, and Steam on June 14th,
Graphically.
2024. Pre-orders will be available soon.
It's so colorful. Once again, get an outfit for your cat.
Players can pick up Naviru's King and Queen outfits as special pre-order bonuses. Take advantage of this
For your
opportunity.
Meowth.
We also have this announcement.
Something else again? Oh, there's stories too. Yeah, like already this looks amazing compared to the one we just saw. Looks a lot better and has partner battles with NPCs. Confusing ones. Oh yeah, like it's way less chibi. It's still cuter than Monster Hunter, but they've grown up the art style a little bit. PS4. No. PS5 and Series X. And PC. The new. Let the older consoles die already.
Monster Hunter
We don't need
Stories
that.
2, Wings of Ruin, is coming to PlayStation 4. It will also be available on June 14th, 2024. Pre-orders will be available soon.
That's a really crisp banner, that wallpaper, that poster.
Players can pick up
That was
Ina's
high-end.
Kamura Maiden outfit as a special pre-order bonus. Both Monster Hunter Stories games will also be available as a special set. See the official website for details. Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin is also currently available for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Neat.
Well, that's a wrap for day 2 of Capcom Highlights 2024.
How'd you feel about today's announcements?
Oh, that felt
a lot
quick.
of really good stuff coming out. We had obviously the Akuma announcement, getting those Street Fighter 6 fans excited. Personally, I'm really excited to see just how
Still
he
not
plays
really
into
that
the
much
story
involved,
and the
though, is
World
it?
Tour and all of that stuff.
Like, what did we
Exoprimal,
see
obviously a
in
lot
day
coming
1?
there
It was
as well.
just 2
Particularly,
different
I think
things?
the custom mode is going to be pretty
And
big
this
because
day 2 was
being
3
able to play
different
games
things.
with friends is always fun. Being able to play however you want. And there's definitely a lot going on there. So picking what you want exactly is awesome. And then let's not forget Monster Hunter Stories 2 coming to PS4. And of course, those that never got to play the original get a chance to experience it, which I'm personally looking forward to. I didn't get a chance to play the first one on the 3DS, so finally being able
Oh, it wasn't
to
just
enjoy
DS,
it
it was
on
3DS.
Steam, I'm gonna have
That's
a
fair.
blast jumping into that.
Yeah, well, thank you
I
for
never even
joining
knew
us.
that Monster Hunter
Remember,
had
if you missed
3DS
day 1 or 2 of
games
Capcom
at all. I
Highlights,
didn't know
you
about
can
the
check it out
spin-offs.
on our YouTube channel. We'd like to give a special shout out to Nakayama-san for joining us all the way from Japan. I've been Andy from the Capcom USA
Zachap.
community team.
I've been Fighting Cowboy. Thank you again for having me.
Of course, love having you. And for everyone else out there, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Still have no idea who Fighting Cowboy is. Just random ass host. Oh yeah, the that's right. Don't worry, I didn't forget. The Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer. official trailer featuring Ian McShane. I wonder what kind of bag Capcom dropped on Ian McShane to get him in their Dragon's Dogma trailer. I bet he doesn't even know what this is. He probably just saw the dollar signs and went, yeah, alright. Just tell me what to read out loud to the camera.
Behold,
oh, there's his voice already.
Touched by magic, a symphony of myth and reality, an everlasting saga of hearts set ablaze.
He has a good voice, though.
Lend me a moment, and I'll tell you a story of a
He's such a charming presence in the John Wick movies. Read it out loud, Ian.
For untold eons,
damn it. Part 1, the hero
has plagued the world. Its ominous shadow looms over the lands, a dreadful creature of chaos and awe.
So I'm guessing this official trailer is like their launch trailer for people that have not been following all the other Dragon's Dogma marketing.
To dream of challenging the dragon in single combat yet.
Like their actual trailer for drawing new people in.
In a legendary tale doomed
I'm a charming presence. Hardly.
The dragon chooses a worthy champion from each generation.
You enjoyed the show on Netflix? Very doomer. I never actually. I forgot that they did that. I did. I do remember people saying it was good when it first came out.
This hero
sounds like it might be really underrated though, because no one ever talks about the Dragon's Dogma show.
Must rise from the trappings of ordinary life and answer the call
he is
to
Genie.
take up arms in search of the dragon who stole their heart.
Some really cool armor.
But the path of the Arisen is not a solitary journey.
It's a super doomer of a show, not your usual good things happen.
To the rift.
Well, that sounds good.
The thread connecting worlds.
I see you recognize.
Hang on, let me just pause Ian McShane right now because he's telling me a lot. I think the problem with, like, if someone were to say to me, make a TV show out of Dragon's Dogma, I wouldn't necessarily want to, because I feel like there are too many medieval Dungeons and Dragons-y type shows with knights and sorcerers and bows and arrows and dragons that it'd be hard to make it stand out or make it unique. But the idea of it being like a super bleak show, like what you're saying, like a doomer show, where it's just like it's more dark and tragic than the usual knight and sorcerer gonna defeat a dragon type thing. I feel like that is the only angle I can think of that would elevate this stuff, which is probably why it had a good reaction to it. You were scared about the anime, but it's way better than expected. Yeah, I've heard that from so many people. Well, way back when it first came out, and then I never heard about it again, and I just totally forgot it existed. I think maybe it's probably turning into a cult sleeper hit. Mofo can't get a win. Each episode is themed after 7 deadly sins. So there's 7 episodes?
My worth arisen.
Where they can summon mystical beings
this is a long
from
trailer.
parallel realities.
Fucking hell, 7 minutes.
The loyal and hard.
And the lips on that sorceress, dear God. She was sausaged up.
Wielders of potent spells and skilled in the arts of swordplay and melee. The pawns become the Arisen's companions and confidants.
I hope you slept well, Master.
As they go forth on their journey together.
I don't know if this really counts as a trailer anymore. This is like a mini documentary.
In pursuit of the beckoning dragon,
starring Ian McShane.
The Arisen and their pawns set foot across 2 nations, as disparate in terrain as they are in their ways.
The pawns graze in the fields, much like the gazelle.
Fertile land cradled by alpine peaks and rolling hills.
Ian McShane voices the dragon. I didn't know the dragon had a voice. That's awesome. He makes such a great dragon voice. I can hear it actually. That's amazing.
The countryside, feeding into fruitful farms where a feeling of abundance permeates the fresh air.
You think? I really hope you're right.
That's
incredible. if he does.
Rises proudly.
I actually wouldn't mind if Ian McShane voiced your shield.
Traditionally revered as the sovereign.
Just so you can carry him around with you and talk to him whenever you want.
Crowned by destiny and looked upon as a champion. protecting the land from the dragon's scourge. Beyond
I like his pink Iron Man
Batal, the
core
nation of
in his
Beastmen,
chest.
a land of unforgiving deserts.
It's
Its
Utah.
shifting sands and jagged canyons require creative thinking to traverse.
They've been showing off the
connecting
magic archer a lot lately. I noticed that they had a gameplay video out showing out how the gameplay of the magic archer works.
Their pawn companions believed to
That was
be
like their
a
most
source of
recent thing, I
grave
think.
Misfortune. Batal's rulers are not of human lineage, but rather Beastren priestesses who worship the lambent flame. For the Beastren believe its sacred fires shield them from the calamity of the dragon. Meanwhile, outside the reaches of human and Beastren, hidden within the depths of the forest, an ancient sect of elves resides in seclusion, speaking in a tongue known only to them, and avoiding contact with
Yeah, what's
other
with their
races.
obsession on the magic archer?
On their journey, the Arisen
I mean, I
navigate through
wouldn't play as
conflicts
the magic
between
archer. It doesn't
species
sound like my
and the
thing.
complexities of culture,
It's cool,
faith,
but
and history in each land
is that one of the newer
The
classes?
choices
Was
the
that not
Arisen
in Dragon's
makes
Dogma 1?
will shape not only their
Could be one of the reasons why they're
that
showcasing
of
it a lot
those with
lately.
whom they interact, but the future of the world itself.
The most generic white boy warrior I've ever seen. Although that's kind of probably the character I'd make anyway.
The Arisen's odyssey is fraught with peril.
Yo.
For the world is home not only to human and beastren,
That
but
guy
to
said
all
fully
manner
automatic
of monsters,
bow and arrow.
hungering to defeat the hero and their pawns.
Ow.
Each step of the way is marked with blood and sweat shed in the face of relentless.
Do you see him just cut that lizard's tail off?
The harrowing
Is that kind of
shrieks
like
harpies
a
reverberate
Monster
through the
Hunter style
mountains and
mechanic, where if you cut off a certain part of the creature, you'll get like a unique item from the fight?
Skillfully adapting to the terrain and waiting
It's a returning job, most popular in the original. Oh, really?
The footsteps
It's
of
probably one of those
lumbering
jobs that you can
golems,
make like
animated by
you can make
powerful
broken
charms,
if you
shake
build it
the
up
earth
correctly.
and rattle the Arisen's bones. And when the sun sets,
They don't take much damage until you. Oh, see, that's the Lizardman strategy, is it? Cut the tail off to make them weak.
Ghosts and
To further
undead
damage.
rise from their slumber. A single undead, murmuring to itself adrift in memories of its living past, is a haunting sight. But a horde of undead, united in a mindless nocturnal frenzy, is a truly nightmarish
Jeez,
test
the
of metal.
Wizards slash
The mightiest
sorcerers are
foes
kind of
are
OP.
monsters most only see in
That
the
warrior
woods.
was stabbing the shit out of one zombie and barely making any headway.
Minotaurs trampling hooves.
Sorcerer uses one fire magic spell.
The Medusa with its petrifying gaze. And the Dullahan's ghastly severed head will strike fear in even the most stout-hearted. And with every exhilarating encounter, the hero must think
That's a cool weapon.
creatively. It will take
Never seen that
cleverness
double-sided
as well
spear
as
before.
courage to conquer the three heads of the Chimera, slay the soaring griffin, and overpower the bronze giant.
One thing I noticed in a lot of their gameplay demonstration trailers when they're showing off character class and stuff,
Emboldens the Arisen spirit
the
and prepares them for the inevitable
the person
showdown
playing,
with the
showing off the gameplay, doesn't really dive roll out of danger very often. They get hit a lot.
culmination of both their destinies.
Mystic Spear Hand is new and they focus on a lot. Oh, okay.
To Dragon's Dogma.
I haven't seen too much of that myself. Well, 5 days, also on the RE engine. I guess everything Capcom's doing right now that is worth a damn is all on the RE engine. RE engine is going off. Cool. I mean, I would like to get around to playing it someday. Obviously, I'm not going to be a one of the launch people because I didn't even play the first one, nor can anyone afford buying a new RPG like on day one. Too much money. No one has money. Boo. Anyway, it's a proprietary engine. They're working on updating it and want to get it on the engine licensing GME. Oh, they want to get in on the engine licensing game. So, like, get other people using RE. Kind of like how Crytek has got people using the Cry engine. And Valve's Source engine as well. Unreal, obviously, is probably the first one you should mention. Everyone uses fucking Unreal. Being one of the most popular ones ever. What the hell's GameSent? Sorry. I just got super distracted by this thing that popped up. Wait, what? A groundbreaking device that uses innovative AI to release scents that match gameplay on screen. Oh my god, senses and smells. It's a smell console. Oh my god. Gamers unite. What have we got? Smell the forest. Smell the rain. Smell the tarmac? Clean the air. Replaceable cartridges. No SDK. Powered by AI. That was such an abrupt trailer. What was that? 15 seconds? God, that went by in a heartbeat. Compatible with consoles, PC, VR, and streaming platforms. I feel like that trailer needed to be longer and explain itself better. This is not a good idea, I don't think. Like, I mean, come on. Think about it. Do we really want to smell stuff in... Maybe in some cases. I mean, if you're playing Candy Crush, that would smell really nice. It'd just be like sugary treats. But like... Okay. Red Dead. The example they used was you can smell the forest. Which... kind of nice, I guess. You know, like pine, maybe. But then it's also the Wild West, which means there's going to be horse shit. And, like, muddy streets. Smelly cowboys. That haven't bathed in a week. I think racers would like to use this for Forza and Gran Turismo. I think that one makes sense. Because if you're a immersion obsessed racing fan who has, like, the rig with the steering wheel, smelling the rubber on tarmac thing you might actually get something out of that. Although you might get high on the smell of petrol. Smelly cowboys you're in? I don't know about that, Jay. It sounds like a good idea on paper. But the Wild West was a smelly period. Maybe too smelly. No one actually wants it. Yeah, I mean, I don't want it. I'm just trying to think of actual positive uses, and there's not that many. Can you imagine playing Silent Hill or Resident Evil with the smell-o-vision? There are many, many smells possible in those worlds that I don't want to know about. I don't want to know what a liquor smells like. I don't want to know what Mr. X smells like. Maybe Wesker. I think he would smell like fresh leather and hair gel. Maybe Lynx Africa. I think he would be... That's the only part of Resident Evil that smell good, is Wesker. Ada? Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, considering she kicks around in that gorgeous, very clean red dress, she probably also is perfumed up. She probably smells immaculate. Against the reality... I mean, if she's actually like a espionage agent, mercenary assassin, she'd probably be much dirtier and sweatier, realistically, but the way RE depicts her, she probably would smell like a catwalk model. Oh my god, Lisa, Trevor would smell terrible. Any boss would smell awful. I don't even know about Silent Hill. Like, what would Silent Hill smell like? Okay, wait. The town itself would probably smell like a fresh, misty morning, which is not bad. When that siren goes off and everything switches up, it might smell rusty and a bit fire and brimstone-y. Like, the telltale signs you might be in hell. Or at least purgatory. which would be unsettling. Oh, fuck. I can't think of very many video game scenarios I want to smell. I really can't. You can count them on one hand. Although I could make a massive list out of games I don't want to smell. So far, we've already come up with a couple. Yeah, let's not invest. Yeah, sulfur, rotten eggs, exactly. That's as soon as the siren goes off in Silent Hill, that's probably what you smell. Some things would be redundant. For example, Dead Space. Dead Space seems like the kind of game that would smell bad, but technically speaking, you wouldn't smell anything. Because in Dead Space, the main character is in a hermetic, like a completely pressure-sealed spacesuit. So you wouldn't smell jack shit. You'd smell whatever you'd smell inside the suit, which would just be would be processed air, and maybe a little bit of your own BO, possibly, depending on how long Isaac's been in that suit. Oh my god! You know what? I just realized, because this device is based on AI, you don't have to program games to work in specific ways. It's figuring out this stuff on its own. So what if that means, technically speaking, you could play adult games on Steam, like hentai games, and the AI thing would have to figure out what you're smelling. And there would be some sushi smells, is what I'm saying. Which, depending on who you are, might not be a problem. That might be a turn on. I'm guessing I suppose Jay would probably enjoy that, because there might be a lot of pre-cummy dick smells, which some people would be into. See, this is the kind of thing you joke about, but you know could never exist. But the very fact that this is a device that doesn't have to be programmed, that is doing it via AI, means that technically everything I just said could be true. Everything I just said could be a real thing. Someone needs to try it. Someone needs to go on Steam, download like a couple of hentai games, and see if that smell-o-vision device actually does something. Oh yeah, Doom. There's going to be a lot of sulfur and rotten eggs in Doom as well, because that's also lots of hell and demons. Gross. Oh, you know what would be a bad one? Okay, I just thought of a great one. Scorn. Scorn would be an awful game to play with smell-o-vision, because that entire game is icky. That entire game is just icky front to back. It's all gross, juicy meats. All different types and brands of juicy meat. So there's going to be a lot of interesting smells in Scorn. I dare someone to play that whole game start to finish with the smell-o-vision. Good luck. I will not be joining you. So is this already a thing, or is this like Kickstarter? They'll be hosting in-person demos in the coming weeks at New York and San Francisco during GDC. I'm guessing they're trying to get it to catch on. Let me find out, because this reeked of a Kickstarter. Immerse yourself in the game. Also, I love the fact that their example of smelling rain in the game was Hellblade, Susuna's sacrifice. I'm like, yeah, the shot you chose is a shot where she's standing in the rain, so of course we'd smell rain. There's a lot of other things in Hellblade that yeah, there it is. There's a lot of other moments in this game that you wouldn't want to smell. Potential sulfur and rotten eggs again. And smelly Viking BO. Gunfire, racing cars, explosions, forest storms, neutralizing scents from the app. How much does this thing cost? What are they selling it for? Buy a kit for 150 bucks. 6 full smell scent cartridges. Okay, wait. There's pre-designed scents. It just uses AI to decide when they go off, I guess. Damn. So there's gunfire smoke. There's explosions. There's forest. There's clean air. Okay. There's storm. That's a good one, actually. Storms. Outdoor rain smells really nice. Racing cars. That's going to be burnt rubber. They didn't want to write burnt rubber because it doesn't smell appealing, so they wrote race car. Blood. Interesting. How did you replicate the smell of blood? What was the process behind that? Ocean. That's not a bad one, depending on who you are. Sports arena. Gross. BO. Freshly cut grass, which also sounds like sports arena. A sports arena would be freshly cut grass with also BO. They don't have the smell of pre-cum? No, you'll have to provide that one yourself, Jay. I'm sorry. Gunsmoke smells so good. That's one of the ones that makes the most sense when it comes to video games, because fucking more than 50% of video games is you firing guns. So the very first thing they would have thought of is we need to be able to smell gunfire. Then explosions. My thought process would have gone gunfire, explosions, race cars. And then you would have covered so many gameplay, video game scenarios. I don't know why blood is necessary. That one's a bit fucked up. Do we really want to smell blood? That's going to appear a lot in horror games. Like your Silent Hills and Resis. I suppose things like forest and ocean and rain after that become... But that's stuff that you just want to smell as like a zen thing. Like atmosphere. Like people don't want to play games and smell these. People want to smell forests and oceans and rain just as part of their like relaxation, meditation. Just smell like iron. True. Still kind of gross though. Anyway, yeah, let's not ever experiment with that. I'm sure there's some YouTubers like Charlie or whatever that are going to probably buy one just for the sake of making a video trying it out. To be honest, I'd watch that video. I'd be curious enough to see what the verdict is. It's interesting enough. Hey, what's Ascendant Infinity? IGN dropped a trailer for it 11 hours ago. A gameplay trailer. Alright, since it's fresh, I'm going to click on it.
Welcome to the post-apocalyptic party.
Okay, just from what I've seen so far, look at this chick. Okay, that is a cool character design. I like her. The pompadour on the right. Prediction. This is going to be another Valorant, Overwatch. What's the one with the jetpacks you drop on the island? Fucking the one by the Titanfall team. That's probably the one this is most reminding me of right now. No, not Left 4 Dead Back 4 Blood. I'm talking about these character-based arena shooters like Overwatch and what's the one I'm thinking of by the Titanfall team? Where everyone jetpack drops. Fuck. Damn, I've never forgotten the name of this game before. I've never played it. I've yet to try it myself. Apex Legends is like Fortnite. I'm talking about the mix between the two. Like, for example, Apex Legends is like a Battle Royale Fortnite game, but it leans into like the arena shooter character-based thing like Overwatch does as well. It's like something in between.
Let's grab that sweet, sweet biocore.
So this has like an 80s B-grade sci-fi aesthetic to it, which is kind of a win. It's first person. The guns look shitty. Is she naked? What was that? That 80s chick from the start, I think she's got like a character power where she muscle mommies into like a Hulk.
Hey, someone get me a bigger can of bug spray.
So it's PvP and also PvE. Because I'm assuming this is all humans fighting humans, with the exception of when the lizard showed up. This also reminds me of Halo. I feel like this is Halo / Apex Legends. It's got that Fisher Price My First Sci-Fi that Halo always felt like it had, with all the colorful weapons.
Time to patch up, amigos.
Yeah, it's like warthogs and quad bikes. I mean, it's not the kind of thing that I play, to be fair. I like the 80s vibe. That's the main thing, honestly. What did that chick do, though? Hang on, let me see that again. Let's full screen that.
We got the bio.
Is this even HD? Yeah. She hulks out in some weird topless Hulk form. That's interesting. Weird. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm probably never going to play it, but like, really, I don't mind the aesthetic they're going for. I think it's kind of cool. But whatevs, man. Is there a proper trailer? That was a gameplay trailer. This is the 2 months ago. The official announcement trailer, done in 80s sitcom style. Oh, cool. Oh, yes, 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 yes.
Life can't get much better.
This is amazing. I don't care about the game, but I like this. Sharon Johnson. This is also really well animated. Your mom, played by the Crow Lizard. Abraham Lincoln plays the core. Headshot. I think they got the right attitude here. They're having fun with it. They're not taking themselves seriously. Gary's an NPC. Snail is disgusting. So you're trying to steal cores ahead of the other teams and then extract them at your vehicle? Your vehicle base thing? That was fun. I'm actually quite glad I watched that. I'm glad their game exists just so we can get things like this. That was cool. Good sense of humor. All right. Boop. Doom. What's Doom doing? Hang on, there's a related video here that's intriguing me. Okay, ready to rip, shear, and mow. Doom is back. Watch the trailer for the Husqvarna Auto Mower. Wait, what? Okay, I'm not joking. Wait. Sharon is the one that she hulks out? She might be, but she had different hair in that trailer. The announcement trailer, the Sharon character had something more mohawky going on, whereas it was more of a perm with a chick in the gameplay trailer. But it might just be like character customizable stuff. Like hair and outfits. It's probably the same chick. Yeah, see, no, I wasn't joking. Doom X Husqvarna Automower official trailer. Doom is literally doing a collab with a lawnmower brand. Wonder if it's got a character creator. I doubt it. I have a feeling that it's character based like your typical Valorant or your Overwatch, but the characters themselves probably have like shitloads of hairstyles and outfit pieces that you can personalize them with. That would be my bet. All right, let's see what this is. Mow and tear until the lawn is done.
30 years. years since its initial unleashing.
Yeah, like Tekken.
Doom returns.
Voices on.
But this time, in your backyard.
Oh my god.
Prepare to mow down the legions.
That's what an auto mower is. It's like a Roomba. What's the collet? Oh my god.
Doom Husqvarna. Playable on Husqvarna robotic lawnmowers. Worldwide release April 2024.
Come on now. Wait, is this an early April Fool's? I do believe them that with these robotic smart home lawnmowers, you probably could play Doom on one of them. It is a computer. It is a device. But available April. This has to be a April Fool's. Register at husqvarna.com/doom. Yeah, let's go to the website. husqvarna.com/doom. The lawnmower looks dope though. It looks like the front of a luxury car. Looks like you're in Australia. Change country to see content specific to... No, screw you. Doom playable on Husqvarna lawnmower. But it's got a windy knob. How do you play a first-person shooter with a windy knob? Prepare your robotic lawnmower for an adrenaline-fueled experience filled with dark corridors and hell-spawn demons. Hang on. Let me full screen this. The legendary 1993 video game Doom will be playable on the Husqvarna Auto Mower Nera robotic lawnmower models from April this year, in what we call one hell of an update. The software update will be released for download. Oh, so it's not like a new mower that has Doom on it. It's a software update to their lawnmowers, their auto mowers, that will make them all be able to play Doom. The decision to release the game to product owners follows the amazing response Doom x Husqvarna robotic lawnmowers had at the gaming event DreamHack Winter. So they did a little joke one-off thing about this at some event, and people thought it was so cool they're just doing it. You can play from the 9th of April to the 9th of September, so there's a window. So only between these two dates is Doom going to be on your auto mower. It's not just added permanently. Which is odd. I don't know why. The intense atmosphere, 3D realism, growls from demons approaching around the corner, and pulse-pounding experience made Doom a cultural phenomenon. The legacy remains undiminished. It's now possible to mow down demons on your Husqvarna robotic lawnmower. But why would you, though? It's funny that they're doing it, if this is real, but it doesn't look like it'd be fun to play on your lawnmower. A lawnmower is not a very convenient place to be playing a game. Like, what are you, squatting over the thing? Like, squat walking with it while it's cutting grass, trying to play Doom? With a little spinny dial? And from what I can tell, like, no other buttons? Except for one big start button? Available in the following markets. There's Australia. South Africa, United Kingdom. Where is America? How to play. The game is played using the lawnmower's onboard display. Players navigate the game using the robotic lawnmower's control knob to turn left and right. Pressing start makes you run forward. To fire, you press... Oh, so pushing the control knob in like a button is fire. Holding start makes you walk forward and you just turn. So it's like tank controls. Just also still does not sound fun. I'm not seeing America on this list. There's no USA or America. Looks like you guys are missing out. It's like everywhere but America. Weird. Supported lawnmowers. I do love the fact that these lawnmowers look like the front of a car. These are really slick. They're really expensive though. Holy shit. That one's almost $5,000. That one's over $5,000. Well, I hate having lawns anyway. It sucks. No one wants to do lawn upkeep. Well, let's wait until April to see if it's real. I do think it's still suspicious that this is an April thing. Because it just seems so silly and pointless. Anyway. Far Cry 20th anniversary celebration trailer. What's Far Cry doing for their anniversary? Is that... Are we getting a remaster of something? Or is this just a video saying, yay, we're old? Hold up. The Far Cry franchise consists of a wide array of Ubisoft-developed first-person open-world games, taking players all around the globe to face off against memorable antagonists and adventure. This trailer... Look at this trailer to reflect on the journey that Far Cry has been on from 1 to Far Cry 6. 20 years of Far Cry. I don't think this is a product. I think this is just them going, yay, we exist. I'll watch it anyway. Just to see what they've got to say about it.
It all started 20 years ago. From the beginning.
I actually own this on the original Far Cry on PC.
That is crazy.
Dropping you into the most isolated places.
It was fun.
The bare minimum to survive.
I'd never seen physics like that before in a game until Far Cry 1.
Between reality and fiction. We gave you the tools to craft your own story and find your own path. Far Cry pulled you down the rabbit hole more than once. You embraced it at every turn, diving into the madness.
That's crazy. I wonder if we got some law that makes it not possible. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just a smart home brand that is more European, and they don't really have any business deals with America for distribution yet. Could be something like that.
Again and again. Where you met helpful friends, terrifying foes. And
that guy.
There we are. Well, something in between.
That's Far Cry 5.
From the heat of a tropical island to the peaks of the Himalayas.
Holy shit, that was
You survived an apocalypse and took down vicious leaders. 20 years ago,
that was the boys.
You stepped into new worlds and turned them into something incredible.
I've watched their
to the 90 million players
their react videos occasionally.
Who embrace our insanity. Thank you.
Yeah, I played all the Far Cries up to 4, including 4. 5 and 6 I've missed out on. That's the catch up I still got to do. It's okay so far. Oh, have you been playing it? Like you're partway through? I did see that 6 gives you a character choice at the start. You get to be male or female version in a similar way to how Assassin's Creed Odyssey did it. Played it for a tiny bit. Then he showed 1 second of Far Cry 2. Yeah, Far Cry 2 is the black sheep, right? That's it's not bad. It's just that's the one that people tend to accept as the lesser of all the Far Cries. You were between games. I didn't feel like playing anything. Oh, so you just gave it a swing for the hell of it. Okay. What is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Far Cry. I always find videos like this odd, these anniversary celebration trailers, because it's not like there's nothing to come away with it. There's nothing to come away with, is what I'm trying to say. Like, if at the end of it you announce what's coming next, like, here's our anniversary celebration at the very end, like, oh, and in the future, here's a little tease of what Far Cry 7 is going to be about, or something like that. It's really just like, we exist, and then the rest of us are like, yeah, we know. 20 years? Great. Good for you. I don't know what else you want me to say. I like Far Cry, but still. What is this? AFK. AFK Journey. Fantasy RPG developed by Farlight. Release players into the familiar, popular world AFK arena to explore an environment, assemble a powerful team, real-time strategic battles, blah, 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 blah. Is this an iOS and Android game? Okay, let's just find out. This is cute. Look at that art and animation. It's gorgeous. Neat. Is that guy a fawn? He's got antlers. Pre-ordered Stellar Blade. Nice. I just assumed you would have anyway. That thing is creepy. They probably shouldn't be letting that run around in the town. There's the line from the thumbnail. Fox lady. What do you do in this? This is all really cool. She's amazing. The witch. There's no gameplay. Evil lady and pearl necklace. Cool. Lamb girl with lamb pet. What? That looked amazing, but if it's a game that you can play on your phone, then I feel like it's one of those things where they just make amazing cutscenes and trailers, and then the game itself is mad basic. Hold on. Let me see if I can see what it looks like for real. Is this it? Okay, that's a better idea. You can afford it. Well, some people can, some people can't. I can't afford nothing. Yeah, so it's isometric, top-down RPG looking thing. Here's gameplay. Okay, it's nowhere near as impressive as the cutscene we just saw. I thought they said it was real time. Why are we in hexagons? No audio. Oh, you place them on the hexagons, and then it goes real time once you unpause. Okay. Well, now we know what that is. I like the trailer. Don't think the game looks anything special. Look at... Here's that town we saw in the trailer, but from the actual gameplay point of view. Looks a bit sparse. Like the layout and the spacing of everything makes it look kind of fake, like it's a fake town. Alright, let's leave this alone. Let's stop picking on AFK. We didn't even know what we were clicking on when we first jumped in there anyway. What else? Oh, did you see that the trailer dropped for The Crow? The remake. Hang on, let me go grab that. Haven't seen it yet. With Bill Skarsgård in the titular role. I know what he looks like because they released pics of him on Twitter and it was interesting. Some people roasted it for looking a bit too like emo My Chemical Romance cross with the Joker from Suicide Squad. Jared Leto's Joker. But then other people were like, hey, this actually looks kind of cool. If you don't compare it to... Here it is. If you don't compare it to the original Crow, it looks like it might be okay, is what I've heard people say on Twitter. But if you're like a hardcore Crow fan, it's going to be hard to accept something like this. New movie, new look, new actor. People are very in Brandon Lee's corner. On like a cult level. Alright. Cross your fingers that it's not trash.
What's the first thing you liked about me?
I thought that you were quite brilliantly broken.
Oh, they met in prison.
You feel like my person.
Or,
You felt
I think
like
that was
my
prison.
past.
God, he's
What's
ripped.
the worst thing you've ever done?
I saw things. I
Demon
shouldn't have
guy.
seen any of it.
I've never seen that actress before. And then she's out the movie immediately. Because it's The Crow. Ooh, soundtrack. Not bad.
When someone dies, a crow carries their soul.
It's got
to the land of the
atmosphere.
dead.
It looks good.
And sometimes something so bad happens
I do like how trashy Bill Skarsgård looks.
that the soul cannot rest.
Like, it's not that old school goth look, but
Until you put the wrong things right.
in its own way, it's alright. Oh.
You were given the power of a god.
Wait, there's no hole. Or they just leave that CG out of the trailer so they don't get red banded.
But you're running out of time to save her.
Oh no, there's the hole, I saw it. It was just really clean.
I'm gonna kill them. Every single one of them.
That was totally that Punisher moment from Warzone, where he just point blank range shotties the guy on the ground and you see half his face come off. Except I think they put more gore CG into that. Unless this is going to have that level of gore too, it's just they didn't put it in the trailer. They might be holding back a little bit.
I killed you.
Yeah, you did.
We have a problem. He came for us.
Is he going to go full look? Face paint, everything? Yeah.
First impulse.
I wonder why he does that. Oh.
It's not anger.
I wonder if he feels all of that still. Like, is he still
It's
feeling all the pain?
Look at what you've become. You know that love promises only pain.
There's going to be a lot of Bill Skarsgård groupies after this movie. This is definitely a look and an aesthetic that some people are going to really be about. Just maybe not all of the fans of the original.
How many people have you loved?
Uno. Oh, I don't like where the music went halfway through that though. The way the music started out at the beginning of the trailer was awesome, but when it started to get like techno remixed, I was like, meh, I don't know about that. Maybe could have held back a little bit.
You have no idea what hell awaits you.
This bit.
I do.
I like that bit. You have no idea what hell awaits you, and he's like, I do. Oh, hello. One Young? Thanks for that. Oh, there's a lot of people. Tez, Bags, Fluffy, Richo, Scotty. Never in my life have I seen someone streaming wearing a robe. Oh yeah, when it's Sunday. That's what we do on Sundays. Normally I wear an Oodie, but Oodies are a lot thicker and it's a bit too hot for the temperature right now. So, simplified robe. It's a little silky. It's a little bit much, but at least it's breathable. Jay in my chat loves it a lot. That's why Sundays are his favorite. Love to see some shadow boxing. What, in a Hefner robe? Is that what people do? Is that what Hef did? Shadow boxing his playmates? Sophisticated personified. Oh, thanks. Not usually. I actually started the stream out a lot trashier because we're just rocking the road like this, just to be in ultra relaxation mode and block the Elgato light for a change. But I chilled out that for a while. We don't need those. It's not gonna be a long stream anyway. I don't mind 3 or 4 lights blasting in my face occasionally. 100 bits for Harambe. I actually I totally forgot about that. Did the that even play? I haven't actually used that in a while. I wonder if that's still in there. Let me just check. Hopefully I didn't fuck up any of the old streaming clips. No, don't download fucking Streamlabs. Let me on Streamlabs. Log in with Twitch. Authorize.
How many people have you loved?
Cool, man. I have seen them. There's some fighting on Twitter about this movie. Some people are like, you know what? I didn't expect anything of this, and it doesn't look too bad. And then other people are like, how dare you tarnish the reputation of a classic without having even seen the movie yet? I mean, you're always going to get both types. Widgets. Alert box. Test bits.
Seankichu
Why can't I
just
hear it?
flopped out 1 bits for Harambe. This is a test bit alert.
What the fuck? Alright, I heard something. Maybe the audio's broken for it, who knows? I'll look at that more later. Whatever. How did, it doesn't appear that that was a raid. Otherwise it would have said raid. How did everyone just show up at the same time like that? That's interesting. I've never seen that happen before. Like normally it does the like, oh, it's a raid, and the system tells you, and then everyone like appears at the same time. I've never seen people just do that on their own without any raid. That's wild, man. Danny Houston. Who else did I see in that? Who's FKA Twigs? Who is that? Oh, that's the chick playing his love interest that gets murdered. It sets him on his vengeance spree. Revenga. Talia Debrit Barnett, otherwise known as her hip-hop name, FKA Twigs. I don't know her. She was in the movie Honey Boy with Shia LaBeouf, and that's about it. FKA is an acronym that means formerly known as. Oh, so she had a childhood nickname of Twigs, and she wanted to keep that as her artist name, but there was another artist called Twigs already. Okay. Never heard her music. Never seen her act. Good luck. I mean, her only role in The Crow is to get horribly murdered, though. So I suppose it's not like the biggest acting challenge in the world. Fair enough. I trust in Bill Skarsgård. We at least know that he's an amazing actor and also a charming screen presence he can carry. Speaking of screen presence, Johnny Knoxville has a movie coming out with Paramount. Johnny Knoxville, Mo Amera, Theo Von. Theo Von is in Johnny Knoxville's new movie. I know Theo. He is all over Instagram. Clips from his stage comedy. I see them all the time on Instagram. Off the Wall Journey of Second Chances from the producer of Peanut Butter Falcon. Okay. Let's check it out. Why not?
Morris, alcoholic.
Johnny Knoxville's looking so old all of a sudden. Like he's straight gone white hair.
I'm sorry. I don't think I've been more than 2 days without drinking in the last 15 years.
You're here for a while.
So Sweet Dreams is like an Alcoholics Anonymous retreat full of comedians.
You smell that?
Probably from the weirdo before you. Used to keep piss in Ziploc bags under his bed and collect his own eyelashes.
He's pretty much just Theo Von in the movie. I don't know if Theo Von's a good enough actor to just play a character.
I'm gonna need you to contribute, be an asset, and teach these guys something.
What's that?
It's our 2015 softball championship trophy. We haven't taken it seriously in quite some time.
It's a sports movie? Oh, I didn't see that coming. Alright.
Where you focus on will grow. Like the
Bottom of the barrel Alcoholics Anonymous people form a softball team and become underdogs.
I felt that. I keep losing. The house is going up for auction in 3 weeks.
I got nowhere else to go.
You got 10 guys that need this place.
80 grand.
Oh my god, it's a Save the Rec Center storyline as well. They're gonna shut the alcoholics boarding house. Unless they win a local softball tournament and get the prize money.
Backdoor sliders.
Is the prize money the exact amount of money they need for the house? Because that's pretty common Save the Rec Center storytelling.
What the hell? Are you serious, bro? Well, the C is pretty close to the D on the keyboard, so. Why are you really out here, Mars? I want to be.
I thought Sweet Dreams is the name of the
I want to be a rad dad.
alcoholics boarding house, but I guess it's the name of the softball team.
What's up, girl? You got our uniform?
I'm not wearing this. I like it.
Let's do this.
I thought it was going to be one of those trashy slapstick Johnny Knoxville like comedies where he's always doing like his own stunts and hurting himself, like that water park one you did not long ago. This is actually a real movie that just happens to star him in the lead. It says Sweet Creams. Oh, that was one of the jokes in the trailer. The guy that ordered the shirts accidentally typed C instead of D because they're next to each other on the keyboard. It was a fuck up. That was a joke. Yeah, that was not what I thought I was clicking on. That was not a Johnny Knoxville comedy at all. We got real movie by accident. Imagine that. I mean, excellent though. Good for him. Let's go back to games. Do you know what Wake Runners is? I see waifu in the thumbnail. Hold up. Whoa. That kicked in hard. Give me a sec.
Welcome.
Fuck. Official gameplay trailer, Wake Runners. Action-packed gameplay. Upcoming top-down 4v4, 5v5. Oh, really? That's not what the fucking thumbnail showed? Top-down 4v4 and 5v5. Wait, I gotta see what they're talking about.
Welcome to the training field. Defeat your enemies before time runs out to claim victory.
Whoa, okay. Crazy. Yeah, this does have style. I'll give it that. The way the camera pulls in for like really high-end like art and animation stuff to happen. It kind of seems to be playing like a sports game. Like they're trying to get a ball to somewhere, but they're also sword and gun fighting each other.
A little help here, maybe?
Sorry, it's a bit loud. Damn. The character designs are cool. I think they're taking a leaf out of League of Legends here. Like, the game is more of an intricate multiplayer thing that graphically isn't that impressive when you're just watching the gameplay. But everything around that has got super amounts of personality and high-end, like, art and character design. I feel like they're definitely inspired by League of Legends with that. That seems to be one of the ways to do it, though. It's like, even if your game is a simple, straightforward esports type thing, if you have like AAA+ character design and art and animation, and like a whole media thing surrounding your franchise, like how League has got all those music videos and short films and now a Netflix show and music, you can make like a whole industry out of like one franchise. The one girl was definitely a lol. Yeah. There's a couple of moments where I got given lol vibes, but her specifically, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, that was interesting. Cool, cool. I'm sure it'll come and go, and we'll just never hear it again. There's just too many games trying to do that stuff. You know how it is. I keep seeing all these people playing I keep seeing Let's Plays all over YouTube of people playing an indie game called Highwater. I think there is early access code out for Let's Players, or at least some early access version or something, because it's just been popping up a lot. I just want to see what this is. Here's the announcement trailer. Turn-based puzzle combat system in a flooded region outside of dry land in Alphaville. Ultimately try to escape to Mars as life on Earth has become... So it's basically Waterworld. But you're trying to get to Mars. Where I suppose it's safer? Alright. Oh, it's kind of like pastel, cel-shaded. Interesting art style. I think we saw a teaser for this once a while back. Good soundtrack. I do like games like this where you get to like boat or in some way explore some kind of open world apocalypse. Looks like you can collect different combinations of other survivors on your boat. Probably to take them to specific places, in which case you then lose them. It's very Lana Del Rey. Yeah, I can hear it. Lust for life. There was the little taste of the turn-based combat. He just fishing rodded some guy into the ocean. Wow, this for a game this simplistic looking graphically, this soundtrack is going off hard. This is fire. Looks like it's gonna be all text-based, probably no voice acting. Calm Before the Storm by Henzy, or Hens. Oh, you Shazammed it. Got Doggo. Can Doggo go on boat? Since that was a PlayStation ad, I'm guessing this is not just a Steam thing. Oh yeah, here we go. PC, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. The whole shebang. People in the comments are immediately saying the same stuff that I said. I don't know about this game, but that soundtrack was on point. I mean, I think the game looks fine. I'm a bit more positive on the game than that commenter, but basically, yeah. So I think this is either out or it's about to come out, and Let's Players are just playing early code or something. Because I've seen a couple of Let's Plays of this pop up very recently over the last 2 or 3 days. Looks rad. Would play. Outbound. Pretty sure they're showing me this because I just watched that trailer for Highwater. This might be a similar type of game. The graphics in the thumbnail look very similar. Zip. Outbound. Exclusive reveal trailer. Get ready to embark on an adventure in your camper van. So it's basically what we just watched with Highwater, but instead of a dinghy on the water, it's a camper van on the open road. An open world exploration game where you build your own home on wheels and sustainably live off the grid. Oh, that sounds cool. All right. I think I like this even more than the last one we watched. I like this man's color scheme. Orange and gray. Orange and dark gray. Very nice. I'm into it. Leaves his desk job for the open road. Sweet. Is that the actual driving gameplay? Because that looked nice. This game could be relaxing as fuck. So there's some survival crafty stuff. Probably to upgrade your van and, yeah, build more stuff into it. Oh, this is neat. I just wonder how big the world is and how it's generated, or how it's designed. Like, if it's on the open road, you might want the game to, like, procedurally generate environments so you can just keep going indefinitely, right? Whoa. That is not roadworthy no more. Excuse me? I think once you get to that point, that van is no longer driving. Maybe you can get it to a point where you basically pick a base camp and then you just stay there forever. And that just becomes your home. Man, I could get addicted to something like that. That looks so much fun. I wish it showed more of the environments, though. Like, what are the kind of places your car can drive to that you get to explore? I feel like we saw the same little bit of dirt road maybe 3 times when we saw the car drive, and that was it. Oh, I would so play that. I'm so into it. And I think the art style was just a bit better than the last trailer we watched. That style, that uber colorful pastel cell shaded thing. Renatus. Hang on, I think I have another waifu game here. Just give me a sec. The relateds are going off here. There's a lot of things popping up real quick that I don't recognize. I don't know if you've heard of a game called Renatus. Here's the official announcement trailer. A look at the world, characters, and more from the announcement trailer of this upcoming action RPG. Good start. Oh, you have heard of this. Alright. I'll run it. Instant waifu. Amazing. Instant husbando. We're gonna lightsaber fight. She has a galaxy hair. Ooh. Wait, this is not one of those things where the cutscenes in the trailers are amazing, but then it's like an iPhone game that's top-down turn-based or something. Oh wait, it did say action RPG in the description.
魔法使いは出る杭なんだ。魔法使いの生きづらさは同じだから。私たちは魔法機動隊に所属する。
It's definitely console.
政府公認の魔法使い。ルブルム中毒
Solid
者
so
が違
far.
法魔法行為。
Animations are a bit stilted though, whenever it shows in-game graphics. Oh, okay, her walk is pretty good. Some of the walk cycles are okay. But that cutscene animation, when the characters are moving, was a bit shoddy. Here comes the action RPG shit. I want to know how the girl with the umbrella and the bunny hoodie fights. Sick. Alright. I feel like I feel like a lot of RPGs are doing this now. Like Final Fantasy 16 did it as well. Like it plays like a Devil May Cry action game. In between all the RPG cutscene story dialogue stuff. Furyu and NIS America. Don't know Furyu. That company I don't recognize. I do feel like this is the kind of thing that's going to get lost. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's there's so many games like this, action RPGs with all the anime waifu art design stuff, that it's going to blend together with so many others that I'm going to just forget about it. The next time we see a Renatus trailer, I'm going to not even remember that I saw this announcement trailer. And I'm going to be asking the same questions all over again. And I do hate it when that happens. There's only so much room in the human brain for enough of this shit. Especially when they don't stand out enough from each other. Like, nothing in that was particularly different or original from other stuff like it. Which makes it hard to market if people can't remember it and separate it from other things. It's Versus 13 looking before it got canned. Well, with the exception of the neon cyberpunk vibe, Versus 13 had a very urban sci-fi thing going for it, which is similar. But the fact that there's a little bit more anime, and lots more glowing neon colors. Aside from that, yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, well let's do one more. Let's do one more waifu looking thing. See another thumbnail with anime-esque art. What's this one? Lost Helden. Whoop, hang on. What's Lost Helden? A new JRPG from a team of veteran developers that features unique painted art style. Described as deep 2D. A strategic action battle system with rich story, deep characters, and character customization. 2025 for PC and console. Alright. It's a lot of good things.
命に代償が伴う土地。すべての住人が1歳の誕生日前に7つの大罪のいずれかに縛られる。生涯その衝動に抗い続ければ不滅の魂が
This is the second time tonight we've referenced the Seven Deadly Sins as a part of a game storyline. So when they say deep 2D art style, what they really say is it's a 3D filter that makes all the 3D art look like a painted texture. That's a nice shot. Okay, now they're really showing it off. Final Fantasy 12 Tactics Ogre. Oh, that's the score composer. It looks like the environments are static shot, like old Resident Evil games. And you move your 3D character around through them. Artisan Studios. That's a good name for a studio that makes games that look like this. It's a well-picked name. As long as all their games look like this. They gotta stick with the painterly art style. I also just noticed that, unlike most games of this style, this anime-type JRPG stuff, this one's actually very male-heavy, which is unique. Because these are usually very female-heavy, or at least close to 50-50. But even in this shot here, I'm pretty sure that chick in the back with the brown hair is a female. Reminds you of a PSP game? Yeah, it does, actually. But a really good one. I'm not entirely sure if this purple individual here is female or not. Hard to tell. If we say yes, then we're 2v3 as far as the post is concerned. Well, that's nice. I can't tell if it's a good RPG or not, obviously, from that trailer, but it's a good trailer to watch because it all looks really nice. That would make for good, for people who like watching RPGs on Twitch, that would make good for good Twitch content because it's one of those things that's just really pretty to look at. Painterly all the way through. That's enough of that then. What is this? Yet another fantasy title. First gameplay trailer. I like the sound of the name of this one. Yet another fantasy title makes it sound like it's going to be a fantasy game parody. Hold up. Gameplay from yet another fantasy title. Upcoming open world action RPG parody game that pokes fun at all the cliched fantasy game tropes. In development from PC from the makers of Rustler. Oh yeah, the Grand Theft Auto game where you're on a horse. The medieval Grand Theft Auto game where you steal horses. I remember that being a thing for like 2 weeks. The thing is, this has been done a few times. I think the earliest one I can remember is it The Bard? Which is also action RPG, but the whole point of The Bard was to make fun of medieval RPG tropes, Western RPG tropes. Brave Story, New Traveler, specifically for that last game. Oh, do you mean that last game we watched? Hell, whatever. Looks like Brave Story, New Traveler on the PSP. What was that game called that we just saw? Lost Helden. Yeah. Alright, let's run this. Someone got shat on by a dragon. Easy gag. Wait, this is that horse game we just talked about. They just steal the engine from their Grand Theft Auto horse game and make a medieval RPG. There are hearts in it, but it's still coming off a little cheap. I guess if the humor's solid. The thing is, this has been... People have parodied RPGs like this enough times now that there's some serious cliches going on. Like, I guarantee you this game at the start makes like a big joke out of the fact that the tutorial quest that they give you to learn how to play is going to be going to someone's basement and like getting rid of the rats or something. There's always a go down to the cellar and kill the rats tutorial mission. Even the Bard made fun of that. Yeah, this is just... right now, is those police horse chasing around. That is just the Grand Theft horse game they made, Rustler. I think they're cheating a little bit here. I do like that the action's very hands-on. Oh look, it's Lord of the Rings. He'd cast the ring into the Mount Doom. Cool. I don't... Something about... I don't trust it. I don't trust the comedy. Like, for example, that moment where he's finishing the quest where he's throwing the ring into the volcano. Obvious Lord of the Rings reference. What are they going to do with that? Like, what's the joke? It's... My fear is that when you phone in humor like this, like a parody of a specific genre like this, you basically just go, look, doesn't this remind you of this thing that's popular? Like, the quest is just to throw the ring in the volcano. Yeah, we get it. It's Lord of the Rings. But if there's no joke, if it doesn't leverage that, if it doesn't build on that to like set up and pay off some kind of actual gag, we're supposed to laugh just because we recognize that the quest is kind of like Lord of the Rings. Haha, Lord of the Rings exists. Like, no. That's one of the biggest crutches of video gaming, I think, is that when someone doesn't know how to be funny with a video game...
I'm sexy! I'm a sexy boy!
Thanks, Jay. Good job. The only V-mode you ever use. I swear that V-mode's been used like 7 times now. And out of all the other V-motes, they're all on 0 still. With the exception of emotional damage, which I think Genie used.
Emotional damage!
Yeah, she just did it again. So that's 2 for emotional damage. 600 for the sexy boy one. It's extremely appropriate. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will take that in my self-esteem.
Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
I feel like that's Genie responding to your sexy boy comment. I'm just gonna have some Biscoff. I just felt like it.
Object to the text!
That's my favorite one, by the way. Oh. Okay, one for me, one for Jay. I'll get another bit.
Don't you talk to me about grammar.
That's my favorite line from Scott Pilgrim, by the way. When former Superman tells him, "Don't you talk to me about grammar." For some reason that really cracked me up.
You can put the cheese in your bum.
Yeah. I think Genie's just going through now and trying them all out. Because you've probably got like 1,000,000 points. I would like to make more, but, you know, it comes down to inspiration. What I feel like would make a good one. For me.
Ooh, you can't hurt me! Not with my cheese helmet!
What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I feel like that's probably potentially the most useful one. The what the fuck one. You went to a restaurant with your brother and sister and there was a Biscoff cake. Oh, dude. Yeah. Try it. Let me know how it goes. I'm always intrigued by Biscoff-based things. Nothing I've ever tried has ever let me down. Tellerballs on our street actually does some amazing Biscoff-based stuff, but I haven't been there in like 2 years. Because it costs money. You're at 160k channel points? Damn. I mean, that does gradually build up over time, so it's not really that surprising. Ooh. Not too long ago, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 got another gameplay trailer. How did I miss that? Sorry, I'm just sifting through some stuff. You had 166k. Oh yeah, before you started doing all the... testing out all the V modes. Hang on. Bloodlines is another... Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines is another old PC game that I still own. On like the original PC box on a shelf. That was a classic. Probably one of the first games, one of the oldest games I think I played at that age that had that much customizability and had that many ways to play it and also that many potential endings. It was crazy. Biscoff Trelish cake.
Look at me! I'm sexy! I'm a sexy boy!
Oh, is that the name of the Biscoff cake at the restaurant that you saw? Is that what that means? Trelish? 3 creams? Okay, wait, let me do Bloodlines. I don't think I've seen proper pure gameplay of this yet.
All those marked freaks were waiting outside.
And yet none appear to have entered.
How does anyone find anything in a mess like this?
Perhaps to him this is an orderly chaos. Nosferatu trade in secrets. This is merely another
I wonder if they're going to let you switch to third person this or not, since you do get to create your vampire. Nice to be able to see them. Nice. Oh, it's a female vampire. I saw her briefly when she was biting. Whoa. See, I'm not particularly that interested to see, like, all of this mid-mission combat sneaky stuff. I want to see the world-building stuff. The RPG stuff. Like when you're just traipsing around town. Oh, that's cool. That was awesome.
Before I could even finish the song.
Just did a Quicksilver combo on that guy.
Am I interrupting?
Graphics are looking a little bit more raw than I was expecting.
It's you. The Nomad.
Willem, I take it. You had some interesting guests outside. Expecting trouble?
That depends. Why are you here?
Polly tells me you keep the court's secrets and its histories. Earlier tonight, another kindred by the name of Isabella used this mark to sap my power. Do you know anything about it?
No. All I had to do was keep my head down for just a few more nights. He's hiding something.
Gross. Who's Fabian?
Tell
Someone
me,
just
Willem,
spoke inside her
what
head.
rumors have you heard about me?
That you were there in Cairo. They called you the Slayer.
I have been many things to many people. And what will I be to you?
I'm guessing her character, your
and to this
character,
lonely,
is fully
forgotten
customizable
warehouse.
at the start.
You're exactly what he said you'd be. I guess that makes it easier.
Makes what easier?
What happens next? Now I have to do what he told me.
Uh-oh. That guy looks like a frog. Like a vampire frog. Oh, was that it? Running on a warehouse, killing some people, and then a conversation with a frog vampire man. I was kind of expecting more from that, the trailer, but that's okay, I guess. I still have faith in it. It's just Days Gone, but with vampires? Where did you get that from? Days Gone is nothing like Vampire the Masquerade. That's a third-person, open-world, like Ubisoft-style game. Vampire the Masquerade is more like a Deus Ex. First-person urban RPG, where you can be any kind of vampire you want. Like, if you be one of those Nosferatu ugly vampires, you can't talk to people or walk around in the daylight. So it completely changes how the game plays and how you have to get things done. I was one of the charming vampires that, like, hypnotizes people and does the charisma checks in conversations to avoid fights and things like that. But yeah, I remember walking around town just, like, talking to NPCs and getting side quests and following up leads on main quests and all that kind of shit. Sorry, Dying Light. Oh, okay, I can see why you're saying that because of the combat they just showed, but the game itself is nothing like that. Like, it's not really even an action game. It's like a deep RPG with lots of mechanics, some of which do include action, but I avoided most of that in my playthrough. It was quite rare for me to get into zombie violence because I was running charisma vampire all the way. Flirting with vampires in vampire nightclubs to get leads. Oh yeah, that there are sex scenes with NPCs as well. Like, you can flirt with this blonde pigtail vampire in the nightclub, and you can actually like hook up if you have charisma checks and stuff. A lot of little things like that. Parkour zombie game. I remembered that I have to iron my pillowcases. So, that just came to you just then, Jay? Holy shit, I haven't ironed my pillowcases. Runs away from the computer. Anyway, like, I'm not moved by that trailer at all. I think that's not a very good trailer, but the first game was so good that based on that heritage alone, I'm still optimistic about it. I feel like it'd be hard to fuck up Vampire the Masquerade considering that it's already kind of like, it's a softball. It's already been lobbed to you. They've already shown you how to do it. You just have to match quality. So good luck with that. Don't fuck it up. It did just come to you then. Is the iron heating up as we speak? Nobody Wants to Die cinematic announcement trailer 3 days ago. Ooh. The thumbnail for this looks crisp. Hang on. This has an Xbox logo on it. Oh, it's the Xbox channel that's hosting the trailer. Coming to Xbox Series X in 2024. Oh, this might be exclusive. What, just out of nowhere? Not even as part of a showcase? Dystopian World of New York 2329. Immortality comes at a price that someone has to pay. Interactive noir story. Detective James Kara risking it all in pursuit of a serial killer. It's like cyberpunk noir. Holy shit. Hold up. This could be something. This could be something. Love it. Looks amazing. Pre-rendered though. Doesn't count. Don't know critical hit games.
I'm in the business of secrets, but it's more of an addiction. I like him straight.
Unreal Engine 5 footage.
No chaser.
Naturally.
Even though the stuff can kill you.
Oh, he's moving in super speed
They
right now.
say time heals all wounds. But that's bullshit.
Yo. Just having a drink at the bar while time is in slow motion and everyone's dying and exploding.
I'll tell you what time does. Time reveals secrets.
Explosion came from the tree.
Secrets that enslave us.
Ooh, serial killings. Fancy cyberpunk serial killings.
Secrets that poison us.
I'm not sure how much of this to take at face value. Because the game could look like nothing like this if it's all pre-rendered.
Secrets I'm gonna drag into the light.
Cool.
Or they'll drag me to hell.
Suitably dramatic for a noir. This seems really interesting. I wish I had a better handle on exactly how you play it. Like, is it going to be open world Blade Runner-like city like this, where you fly your car to like locations to talk to NPCs to follow your detective leads and things? Or is it more of a first-person or third-person action game where it just linearly goes from story beat to story beat and all you have to do is fight or watch cutscenes? Like, you can't tell from one or the other just from that trailer alone. But that is an intriguing teaser, though. It might not tell you anything, but it looked nice. Not Suda 51. Wait, what have you dropped? Rise of the Ronin Aftermath launch? Oh, Rise of the Ronin. Yeah. Team Ninja, right?
As the old order crumbles, chaos begets the new. For some, revenge is sworn.
What's in the channel name?
For the suffering.
Hold up. Oh, it is Team Ninja's channel. I mean, I already knew that, but
they have endured.
Just making sure I was thinking of the right samurai game, because there's a few of them.
Others will break this sacred pact in pursuit of a noble cause.
I feel like people... We talked about this recently, but I feel like people are potentially expecting something more like a Ghost of Tsushima in terms of its groundedness. But it's Team Ninja, which means we're going to be getting some over-the-top shit. You'll get it eventually, but not a pre-order game. That's fair. It does look like a game that I also would like to play eventually, but would, you know, wouldn't be all over it. It's at launch because money. It's always because money. Just can't be doing that. Yeah, I think the video gaminess of this is maybe going to throw some people off who expect something a little bit more grounded and historically accurate, whereas Team Ninja's going to go hard as they usually do. But their focus is usually more on the mechanics of gameplay. Like when you look at something like a Ninja Gaiden, it's more about the mechanics of the action of the fights and the challenge built into that. And everything else is kind of like secondary. Planet of Lana release date trailer. Oh, that's been out for ages. What are you talking about? Oh, PlayStation. It's getting a PlayStation release. I played that off Game Pass a while back. Earlier this year, I think. Okay. Neat. I will get to it eventually as well. I agree. Na 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 na. I've got another detective game coming up here since I just looked at that that noir trailer we just saw a second ago, which I've already forgotten the name of. Nobody Wants to Die, that's what it was called. Detective Ritual of the Sea. I am going to predict something Lovecraftian. Detective-y noir stuff that has a horror vibe and that has something to do with the ocean tends to end up being Cthulhu-esque. Probably based on Shadows Out of Innsmouth. Shadows Over Innsmouth? Action-adventure, cyberpunk... Oh my god, it's even cyberpunk. So it's exactly like the last trailer we just watched. Action-adventure, cyberpunk detective game by Interstudio. Solve criminal cases in a gritty world to unearth dark secrets long untold. Use advanced future tech to solve criminal puzzles, reconstruct crime scenes, and analyze evidence. Dialogue choices, deductive reasoning. Okay. Love it. I can get into it.
Some cases stick to your soul like hot tar.
With a very Alan Wake voiceover.
If you try to scrape it off, it'll tear parts of you away.
This is definitely more sci-fi than I was expecting going in.
Some cases never close, no matter how fast you run.
It's got a slight air of indiness, but like
you can never solve.
But like good. Like it's overcoming its indiness slightly.
The scent of sea salt.
I like how real it feels.
Eyes filled with terror. The lifeless body torn with fishhooks.
Deductive and reasoning mode. Random puzzles.
Runes.
Photography.
A reminder that in my line of work,
block code.
Closure is a luxury. Not a guarantee.
It does feel a little bit like an indie studio trying to be Remedy-esque on a budget. But I think they're doing a pretty good job from what that showed. That wasn't bad at all. It looked like it was leaning into the detective mystery stuff. Like hard. As opposed to being a game that like you spend half your time fighting and doing action bullshit and then occasionally get back to the mystery. Which, you know, meh. YouTube is fucking poisoned? What did YouTube do? What happened to you? Are you trying to watch or click on something? Did its own thing? Or played you a shitload of ads? I mean, YouTube has been having issues for a while, though. The algorithm is an issue. The monetization system is an issue. The leaning towards big corporation instead of the little guy, which was the whole point of YouTube in the begin with, has been an issue. You can't look anything up without encountering people hating on a game or talking reactionary bullshit. I mean, that's the internet. YouTube's just a platform. I mean, that's just the tone of the internet nowadays. The reactionary stuff tends to get spread more by the algorithm, though, because it gets more clicks. People who feel strongly about something are going to react very quickly to something that seems to feel as strongly as they do. So if you have a thumbnail that's like going off about something really hard, and you don't seem to like that thing much either, you're going to probably gravitate towards that to hear more of your echo chamber. Which is why the anti-woke stuff tends to kick around a lot on YouTube and always get in your face. There's just too many people that are into whining about that stuff, and they're always clicking on that shit and making those people rich. Ironing your lavender pillowcase is somewhat of an issue. Lavender? Like scented? There's some kind of showcase coming out soon. The Mix, Kind of Funny Spring Showcase 2024. IGN's hosting it. Scheduled for the 19th of March, 4 a.m. 2 days from now. So that's probably something I'll watch next Sunday. That sounds like a big trailer drop coming. Lavender, baby. How does he do the text thing? Oh, he types his text into a different website's thing that outputs it in a different font, and then he copy pastes it into Twitch. He goes the extra step to be fancy. The day Hi-Fi Rush comes out on PS5. Oh, is that the 19th? Okay. I wonder if the Spring Showcase is going to have a new PS5 Hi-Fi Rush trailer, since it's like happening the same day. Anyway, yeah, I'll check that out next Sunday. I've already got that saved and favorited. Oh boy. I think it might be time to call it a night. Mr. Fancy Pants. Maybe one more? Maybe one more, something truly random. There's still things coming up in my relateds, but I might just watch just a few of them to check out next week. Let's do one more. Let's see what... Okay, I have no idea what this is. It's called Journey Beyond the Edge of the World, and it's a teaser trailer announcement. Retro Adventure Exploration, developed by Marcus Kopek. I don't know who that is. Am I supposed to know who that is? Embody a sailor on a decommissioned fishing trawler leaving port in northern Germany in 1953. Experience a range of surreal events that unfold into a journey to uncover the true intentions behind the trip and to your sailor's troubled mind. Okay, I like where this is going. ...1953 adventure. Whoa, the graphics are... They've got that purposeful PS1 anti-aliasing jaggy thing. This is indie as hell. But I kind of dig when stuff like this does their own thing graphically. Just to make their own mark. Oh, don't tell me that's it. So it's first person. I'm guessing this is like a 4-ish hour first person supernatural mystery thing. Mainly linear for storytelling purposes. I do like games like that. That's one of my favorite things about Steam, is stuff like this. Just these little one-off art experiences. Obra Dinn vibes somewhat. I wouldn't say Obra Dinn. Obra Dinn was like mimicking Game Boy graphics, but in first person. Like original Game Boy, like the black and green. Or, well, like grayish. I begin to see where this goes. Did it have a release date? 1953? Journey to the Edge of the World. Search. Steam. Looks like the entire story might be taking place on the fishing ship. That's so trippy. Planned release date to be announced. Nothing. Good thing the French bitch is gone? What are you talking about? No trace of any kind of date on this. I dig it. I'll give them a wish list. Wish listing helps. Yes, exactly. Oh, oh, wait. You're talking about Elizabeth. I don't think she's gone. I just think, like, I haven't seen her for a bit. She's out there somewhere. I'm sure I'll see her again. People do go through phases like that sometimes of, you know, you start dating a new person, or you change jobs, or you move or something, and you just don't do stuff like Twitch for a while. Tenor disappeared for months, and then I saw him again eventually. I think you did the same thing at one point. I didn't see you for a while, and then one day you reappeared again. Why do you want me to when she's a transphobe? She's not a transphobe, though. You kind of just made that up. You have your own, like, fanfic lore going on about that stuff. Streaming when I was asleep? I've never actually changed my streaming hours, though. Although your hours in terms of when you go to bed or when you wake up might have changed slightly. Maybe. Mine have always been kind of the same. You had got a new job. Oh, fair. Well, there you go. Journey beyond the edge of the sea. Okay. I think that's enough trailers for one Sunday. Oh. It's only been about 3.5 hours. On the shorter side, but that's fine. Drowsy anyway. Drowsy anyway from slight malnourishment. Keeps your energy down low. Anyway, I have to I still have to work out next week's schedule. I haven't sorted that out yet. I should probably check the release date stuff so I can make some informed decisions. No, I won't do it now. I almost got distracted by doing it. I'll figure it out off stream. Right now, my actual timetable on Twitch for next week is just set to like TBAs. I know what days I'll be streaming. I just don't know what I'm going to be doing yet. So, you know, I'll work that out. Gaming something. If there's nothing that is important to prioritize, why was she saying turf shit? Depends on what you define as turf shit. She wasn't a transphobe, though. I remember she wasn't a fan of, like, the sex work industry, which is fair. At least half the women I know aren't fans of the sex work industry or anything to do with it, including porn. That's nothing new. I know a couple of guys that don't like it too. A little bit more rare, but but you know, you meet all kinds of people. There is a chance I might try to play Bolt Gun if there's no priorities taking the week. I have to wait and see. I still got to go through and check if I need to prioritize anything that I need to play more urgently. But the fact that Bolt Gun just came out and it's about a 2-stream game, it's quite short. I could potentially fit that in sometime soon. I also really want to play A Little to the Left at some point soon, if I can. That's one of my personal choices I'd like to squeeze in somewhere. Because it looks like it might be very OCD satisfying. That's that game where you have to organize and straighten and stuff up. Almost like a puzzle game. Like straighten up all the pens in increasing size order, for example. And then give you a little gold star. I think I would find that very enjoyable. And Jay is very upset by all the ironing. He's doing a lot of ironing. I don't normally iron bedding myself, personally. I've never seen the term swerf before. I don't know what a swerf is. But I'm going to hazard a guess that they're not the same thing, despite the fact that you just said that. Because you seem to be very stubborn about some of these topics. Jeannie, you're literally the person that's like, oh, I don't like processed butter. And then you're like, oh, then I guess you're a fascist. It's like, how did you make that leap? You're a leap of logic person there. Sex work exclusionary radical what? Since when is that a saying? I've never even heard that. Swerve? Where's the definition? Women who support mainstream feminism but oppose sex work, believing it is ultimately oppressive. Oh yeah. No, I've heard plenty of opinions like that. I just didn't know it had its own term. I can see where that's coming from, though, that attitude. Because pornography, like sex work in terms of like streetwalkers and stuff, prostitutes, that's an age-old, you know, that's like the world's oldest job. Like that's been around forever. But like the advent of pornography, especially like the internet age, I think is the reason why this became a thing, the swerve thing. Because it was that age, it was the pornography age where a lot of women were suddenly like being forced into it, or being, if not forced, at least pushed into it by their circumstance, and then suffering because of abuse and misuse by horrible men in power behind like a lot of these, you know, porn companies and stuff. And I guess that put a big pall on the whole thing. I can see a lot of swerve attitude people probably exist because of that movement against that particular angle on things. Pornography and prostitution inevitably objectifies and oppresses women. There's a conversation to be had there about it. I don't necessarily think you need to radically exclude it from the concept of feminism, because ultimately feminism is about choice first, about you can or cannot do this based on your own choices. No one can tell you otherwise, which is still the case, no matter what people think. But I'm not going to argue against anyone that has the opinion of like the whole like the porn industry in general being evil, because there are some pretty bad things going on there. But ultimately, everyone still has a choice whether to be involved or whether to make it or get hired into it, I guess. I mean, that's a very touchy subject, I suppose. Worth the discussion. At least it's not as cut and dry ridiculous as the turf stuff. The turf stuff is gross. Because that's literally like, this kind of person shouldn't exist based on my views on life or feminism. Like, that's crossing a line. The swerf version of that is not specifically pointing at sex workers and saying, you shouldn't exist because of your choices. I'm against you as a person. It's against the industry and what they believe it does to people, which has some merit, but I wouldn't go as far as to, give myself an acronym and taking some signs out in the street. It is what it is. Just stop the traffickers. If you can stop the traffickers and the abusers, then, let everybody else just make their choices, really. You want to cut out the cancers, the bad actors that are ruining things like this. Because any industry can be ruined by a bad actor, by a toxic person that's seeking power or control. It's just, this is an industry that has probably some of the worst of that. Because it's too easy to have that kind of control over people. Anyway, that's a very serious topic to say goodbye to everyone on tonight. Let's close that. Let me close my other tabs as well. All right. Zoop. So we'll check out that other the showcase that happens in 2 days, next Sunday. And I'll update my my Twitch schedule on the schedule tab by tomorrow. At some point tomorrow at the latest, about what I'm playing next week. You give it a gentle spray of lavender water? I cannot find my lavender water spray. Wait, when you were talking about your lavender pillowcases before, are they just regular pillowcases you spray with lavender, Jay? Above and beyond the Call of Duty. You should work for one of those hotels. Cleaning their sheets and stuff. Make the place 5-star. Actually, yes. All right. And they're lavender colored. I bet all of the above. Your name's kind of lavender colored on my chat screen, actually. Funnily enough. More purple, but close enough. But okay, let me stop getting distracted. Good night. See you later, Jeannie. See you later, Jay. Whoever else is still lurking in the background, hiding in the bushes. Goodbye to you too. Probably see you Tuesday with whatever's going down then, once I figure that out. Jay's pillows are white with pictures of lavender flowers on them. So close. It wasn't lavender colored, but it did have lavender something on them. Flower motif. Okay. No need to close your dressing gown. Well, I got to hit the off button in a second. It's getting actually chilly in here. I was too hot when we started. Now it's getting a little chilly. But yeah. Good night, Jay. Good night, Jeannie. Good night, everybody else. See you later. Bye.